Good afternoon, St. Louis. DGS 1041 FM KMOX. Happy Friday to everybody.
Did you guys do that on purpose?
What's that?
The Van Halen?
Yes.
Since I'm wearing Eddie on my shirt today?
No.
Oh.
It was on purpose, but not because of your shirt.
Okay, I was like, man, that was pretty quick. You guys figured that out fast.
No. Got some more VH coming up for you.
Nice.
After this.
That's a good way to kick off a Friday.
Yeah. Need a little jam.
Unchained.
Little jam. Yeah. One of my low-key, one of my favorite Van Halen songs.
Oh, it's top 5 for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really cool. How are you guys?
What if I said swell?
I'd believe you.
That's just a weird word.
I'd believe you.
Yeah.
Doing all right. It's so cold outside, though.
Boy, just wait. Woof.
Ooh, I know. I'm like anxious thinking about how cold it's going to be this weekend. Our office is cold.
Yeah.
Not to just be whining about the temperature all the time.
No, the weather has had it's had a big effect on the DGS this year, right? Like just the weather in here.
Yeah, I was going to say the indoor weather.
The indoor weather.
It's like riding a roller coaster.
Yeah, it really was.
It's almost like Forrest Gump's box of chocolates. You just never know what you're going to get.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You walk into one room and it's like a sauna, and the next room you're like, wait a minute, there's frozen goods in here staying frozen.
I told Andrew we had a topic today, and just to make sure everyone knows, Andrew and I did not fight. We didn't have any sort of disagreement about this. We just had a situation. I thought, oh, this is interesting. He was warming up his lunch in the microwave, and I will say our microwave is terrible. It's like it takes 10 times the amount of time with any other microwave. But he's warming it up for like 3 minutes and then another 3 minutes. And I had a biscuit from Hardee's that Rach kindly brought in, and I just needed 30 seconds on it. Should the person who's doing minutes of microwaving let someone cut in, like at the grocery store? Or once you have control of the microwave, is it yours until you're done?
I don't understand why they should let someone cut in necessarily, because doesn't that just disrupt the cooking of the original item to the point where it's like, well, now I gotta make up for lost time.
It's kind of like letting someone play through in golf.
Yeah, I think it just depends on what's cooking. Like if it's something that is supposed to cook straight through, I think you got to let it ride. But if it's one of those things like, and I don't know if it was that way today, Andrew, but when you take it out and it says halfway through, take it out and stir it. Well, I would let somebody slide in there while I'm doing that and then just go back, especially if you're saying I just need 30 seconds. But if it's a 5-minute thing and it needs 5, I just think you got to let it go.
I also am very sorry to point this out, but you do have a private microwave in your office.
That one's worse than the other one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was kind of my question through the whole thing. I was like,
I
well,
got to dunk on you.
You have a microwave. You have a private microwave. Go use that one.
But that's like steps away. So
Private microwave sounds so like
yeah.
I didn't
high tier.
I didn't like the way it sounded when I said it. When I said it, I was like, I don't like the way private microwave feels in the mouth.
Dave's new story, my own private microwave.
My own private microwave.
And for what it's worth, if it was something like that where you take it out, stir it, and put it back in or whatever, I'm fine with people cutting in at that point. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
Because that's like,
no, I would never.
I have labor to do on
this now. I would never expect you or anyone to stop an item.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, you only have a muffin? Come on in.
Mm-hmm.
No, if I'm microwaving something for 6 minutes and
it's
you
in the
walk
middle
up,
of it, yeah,
it's going.
You just
but if it's like take out, stir, put it back in, then anybody can cut in. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
Unless they have also something that needs like 4 or 5 minutes, right? Because then that's crazy. Then my item is just cooling and settling, and so if it's like 30 seconds for a biscuit, that's fine.
Have they improved microwaves in any way since you encountered microwaves as a kid?
Oh yeah, microwaves are incredible. It's just for some reason this one that we have here we pulled out of a dumpster 40 years ago and installed in our kitchen.
What do the new ones do that this one doesn't, other than just speed?
Rotate. This one does not. It is the last remaining microwave
rotate?
in America that does not rotate.
Funny.
And that actually creates some pretty huge cooking problems because that's why they rotate. They rotate so that you can get a nice cook through And instead, this one, like, you'll end up with it burned on one half and cold
Yeah.
on the other half.
Yeah. Jedi's asking us to talk about the Epstein files dump of the photos and all that kind of stuff. You guys know more about it than I do. I looked at some of the photos. They you got to see this one, you got to see that one. But I didn't spend much time with it. I know Rach and Kevin both have it on the rundown.
I didn't put it on, but I saw it, and most of the pictures are just like so many of the other ones you see circulating, right, from all the years of Epstein being around people. Like the new ones they released had some Trump pictures, but also Bill Clinton, a lot of Woody Allen. I was shocked about that one. Prince Andrew, they're Bill Gates. There were a lot of people, like that was kind of the core group of celebrities. Steve Bannon was in a bunch of them too. So that was like the celebrity one, but then there's the funny one because they had a picture of a bowl of condoms sitting out somewhere and it was Donald Trump's face on it.
That's the funny one?
Well, that underneath his face it says, "I'm huge."
I guess that's that
and they were charging
humor.
And they were charging $4.50 each.
Okay. And I guess there's no Donald loved this or he hated it or
not that I'm aware of. I mean, to me, this was just.
I doubt he hated it.
Yeah, right.
Well, that
Some
part,
tells
yeah, I'd
me
say
he was
that
fine
part he
with it.
probably laughed at, but like, this is the latest thing. It's 19 new pictures. Some of them had been out there before, and some of the pictures are like they're redacted. They took the faces, they blurred out the faces of some of the underage victims. But there was a BBC documentary about all this, where they showed a lot of those young victims and they were actually talking to the camera in these videos, these old videos. Mm-hmm. So the faces of those people have been out there, and this is like 4 or 5 years ago that BBC did this. But apparently that whole documentary got no play or it didn't get much run here in the U.S.
The most disturbing one I saw, did you see the one of Epstein talking to Steve Bannon, and you could see the framed pictures on Epstein's desk? Mm-hmm. And they were pictures of incapacitated young women.
They were?
Like passed out on couches.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, it's difficult to see these framed photos. I haven't seen like a news organization confirm that that's what the photos are, but I've seen a lot of people online speculating.
I
that's
saw it.
what it looks like.
I saw it on Drudge.
Okay.
And they blacked out the girl's face, but there were 3 pictures with girls with their faces blacked out on his desk. 2 of them were clearly passed out.
Mm. Just a bunch of dudes having fun, I guess.
There's a whole lot of wrong going on there. And I don't know how I don't even know what to think about these things anymore. Like you see all these people's faces and you're supposed to believe that none of them knew what was going on.
You do wonder, like, why release these particular photos? Why do it right now? How is this contributing to, like, the overall case whoever's trying to make? I don't know the answers to any of those questions. Because they say, apparently it's a trove of tens of thousands of photos. And they released, like, 19 or something today.
Yeah, is there a deadline? I believe there is a deadline next week where the Justice Department is supposed to, by a court order, supposed to release everything. So I wonder if this is just like a, hey, if you don't release them, we will kind of thing. I don't have any idea if that's what it is.
19 on Friday, 19 on
because
Saturday, and then 9,000 on Sunday.
These are the pictures that were turned over to the oversight committee by Jeffrey Epstein's estate.
Yeah,
So this is not from the actual court documents. None of this stuff is from any of the legal proceedings. It's from the Jeffrey Epstein estate.
Yeah.
I am getting very tired of these, like, piecemeal breadcrumb.
Yeah.
And here's a little more. Like,
Yeah.
look, either you have real evidence that there was wrongdoing, release it and then put everyone involved in prison, or say, no, we don't. Here you go. Here's some stuff if you want to look at it, but we got nothing.
You know what I'm tired of on a much larger scale? And you guys probably remember a little bit of this, but for most of my life, the government was like 18th on everyone's mind.
Right.
It was probably in the boring news a couple of times a night, but it was very boring. And it wasn't really until Clinton had his Monica Lewinsky scandal that it became salacious at all. I'm just sick of having my life stolen because in my job, I have to read the news. I have to look at the websites and see what's going on. And 90% of it is politically based. Whether it's Trump and his shenanigans or Boebert, did something or MTG or it's just taking over our lives. That's what I hate about it. I miss boring government.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And they could have been stealing us blind at the time. I don't know. Speaking of stealing us blind, Wheels and I were texting back and forth last night. I was TikToking, and I follow Sean Ryan, the guy we've talked about, who is the Special Forces guy who interviews all the Special Forces
That's a really big podcast. His podcast is very popular. Yeah.
Did you see this, Rach, with Dan Crenshaw?
I don't believe so.
So Dan Crenshaw is a representative. He's the guy with the eye patch. He was a Navy SEAL and gets a lot of credit for that, as he should. But evidently, Sean Ryan was questioning on air why Dan Crenshaw, after just a couple of years in Congress making $174,000 a year, suddenly can put on these parties where he has like $100,000 a night DJ and all this kind of stuff. And then Dan Crenshaw Instagrammed Sean Ryan and said, hey, my boys at the 6 told me what you've been saying. And Sean said, I found that threatening. And then Crenshaw has sent him a letter through D.C. attorney saying he's going to be sued for defamation.
Right.
And Sean Ryan was just like, yeah, go ahead.
Yep.
Because I'll find out. I'll have so much fun in discovery, finding out where you got all your money, how you got all your money. And I think it's called the Streisand effect, because at some point someone accused her of something that no one knew about, and then she sued, then everyone knew about it. It seems like a perfect example of that before this, I would have never known anything about it. But now everyone's going to know about it, and Crenshaw's going to be the poster boy for double dipping in Congress.
I mean, I think there's a lot there. Now, I don't know if Crenshaw, I watched the same video, and I watched it independently of you, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
We have a similar algorithm, I guess, because it popped up, and I was watching it through, and I'm like, all right, so he actually threatened with a lawsuit for what he said. I think it's the threat was more about him suggesting that Crenshaw's original message was threatening.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it was as much about the questions about the money, but either way, Sean Ryan was like, fine, go ahead, bring it. It's you just referred you referred to guys that are some of the best special operators in the world like they got your back. How am I supposed to interpret that? And I guess the standard is only right, like something that a reasonable person could see as a threat.
Yeah, it was so stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't practiced law in 25 years, and if Crenshaw would have called me and shown me the message, I'd say, yeah, it's his right to think that you're threatening him.
Even if it's not a threat of violence, even if it's just a threat of...
He didn't say he threatened to kill me.
No. He said if it's a threat to use that against me in some way, I mean, that's still a threat. You can threaten someone's business. You can threaten someone's bank account. You can threaten their reputation. It doesn't necessarily mean he was saying, I'm going to kill you.
But you know what? Even if Crenshaw were smart and dropped it right now and tried to just go silent, I hope that Sean Ryan keeps it going, because we need a test case. Like, we can bitch and moan about why does everyone come in thousandaires and leave millionaires? I want to know the answer to that.
I mean, I think we all know the answer. It's the problem is that there aren't enough people that are willing to do anything about it. And I think, this is what people. I said what I said to you in the text. This is the stuff that everybody should be mad about.
Yeah.
You should be mad that people go into the House of Representatives or into the Senate and they come out millionaires. They come out rich, even if they weren't rich before. And that's not a left or right thing.
Yeah.
That is true of all of them. And they are privy to information we are not. They are making laws about these very industries that are involved in the investment. And I'm sorry, but they don't get the benefit of the doubt. Because there's a reason why they're either that or somebody's giving them money that they shouldn't.
Yeah.
And if I remember, the only person recently talking about that wasn't it Hawley?
Yeah.
He's one that wants to put limits, like you shouldn't be able to trade stocks while you're in Congress.
If you have any sort of inside information or voting rights, all the money you have coming into Congress or your position as Secretary of State or whatever it is should be put into a blind trust. It earns X percent. That's it. And so if you come in with $1 million in Congress, you might leave with $1.5 million.
You don't get to trade on it, though. Like,
No.
You don't get to trade stocks because you heard a tip in a hearing or you're going through some regulatory process.
Completely wrong.
Yes.
Completely wrong. Tell you guys about Michael's Baths. Mike is a good guy, very cool guy, very straightforward dude. Going to look you in the eye and give you a strong, firm handshake. If he says he's going to be there on Tuesday to start your bathroom remodel, he'll be there on Tuesday. If he can't make it, he's going to call you and tell you why he can't make it, and it will be a really good excuse, and he'll tell you when he's going to be there. My point is he's a card straight up, face up on the table kind of guy. Nothing is hidden. Nothing is secret. Nothing is subterfuge. He will bring the products that Bath Fitter and 3 Day Kitchen and Bath use. He'll bring the products that he uses. You can compare and contrast. I think you're going to like ours better. I know you're going to like our price better because it's usually 50% less than the aforementioned national companies. If you are a disabled veteran, you can get a bathroom remodel for no money out of your pocket through a VA benefit, and we do those all the time. 636-775-0800, michaelsbaths.com.
Overhead Door Company of St. Louis, the genuine, the original, present 100 years of KMOX.
Dr. Martin Luther King.
There for every headline.
This is KMOX, the news voice of St. Louis. Martin Luther King, father of nonviolence and the civil rights movement, was killed by an assassin's bullet tonight in Memphis, Tennessee.
The assassination of Dr. King tonight demonstrates to what depth some people in this great nation of ours have fallen.
Dr. Martin Luther King was my friend, as he was to hundreds of clergymen and thousands of church leaders in this city who heard him gladly when we brought him here. I express on behalf of all his friends here our deepest sympathy.
There for every headline, every heartbreak, every heartbeat. KMOX. The voice of St. Louis. Brought to you by Together Credit Union. Achieve more with competitive rates on savings and lending. Visit togethercu.org.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9834. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9834. That's 800-575-9834. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Retiring soon? Get the information you need by joining Kyle Jones and Matt Allgeier of Fira Capital Management for Your Retirement Highway, Sunday mornings at 9:30. Investment advisory services made available through Pine Ridge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Securities made available through AE Financial Services, LLC, member FINRA and SIPC.
This is Mike Grimm, former host of the KMOX Sports Open Line. Congratulations to America's greatest radio station, 100 years strong as the voice of St. Louis.
Welcome back, DGS 124. Happy Friday. Since we're talking politics, I have another question. I haven't heard anyone say this. Like, I'm probably not the first, but I haven't heard anybody watching TV and such. So Donald Trump has been talking about the Democrat hoax of affordability. And it doesn't take very long to figure out that when Donald Trump calls something a hoax, it's because he's afraid. That, like all the stuff he's called a hoax, there's something to it. And I don't understand something. Because the president is on one hand saying, well, if prices are up, it's because the Democrats did that. they own that. And to an extent, I understand that. If you're a new president, you're going to have to inherit what the previous president did, and it's going to take you a while to get your own stuff going. I get that. But then the very next day, he says the economy is A plus. So which is it? If you're sitting on an A plus economy, then why don't you give a little credit to Joe Biden? Because you don't get it both ways. You can't say, I inherited this mess, but it's also A plus. You feel me?
I inherited a mess that's actually not a mess.
It seems like a dichotomy. Like pick a lane. Pick a complaint. Either say it's A plus and it's stellar. Thank you, Joe Biden, for leaving me something that I could build into this in 8-9 months. Or if it's a mess and you want to blame him, but it can't be both. Pick a lane.
Well, you just outlined one of the problems in modern politics. Well, nobody ever takes responsibility for anything.
Yeah.
It's always the other people's fault, and he's the king of that. He's never going to acknowledge that anything he did isn't great. And depending on who's asking a question or just use the example we talked about, was it yesterday? Where he's yelling at the ABC reporter saying, I never said that. Yeah, you did 3 days ago. Mm-hmm. You know, like we have recordings of it. We all saw we all saw it. And I just don't know if he in his head remembers everything he says. So it's just like, here's what I think right now in this moment. And I don't care what I said 3 days ago. Or if it's just intentional muddying of the waters to keep everybody on their heels.
Another thing that's sticking in my craw is, I don't know if you've heard Trump talking about this mega deal with Netflix and Paramount, and his big thing is CNN. He just keeps talking about whoever wins needs to get rid of the ownership at CNN because they're crazy and they're incompetent. Clearly because they disagree with Trump and they criticize him a bunch. I don't know what authority he has over deals like this, but just it seems to me in general, presidents shouldn't have this much power. Presidents shouldn't be able to, first of all, I think it's bad form for them. You look terrible saying, get rid of SNL, get rid of 60 Minutes, get rid of Jimmy Kimmel, get rid of Seth Meyers. You just look bad. You look like a baby. But then to whatever degree he has that power, he should not. Journalism is journalism, whether it's good or bad. You can criticize it. You can push back on it. You can prove they're wrong if you have the facts. But to me, journalism should be somewhat sacred. And the president shouldn't be able to say, well, I have my fingers in this pie, and whoever's going to get it is going to change CNN because I don't like the way CNN treats me. You feel me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That just seems wrong.
Well, you would also think that as someone who is very boastful about his business acumen, he would think that if a company's terrible, it will just not do very well and it will fail. Because he's always saying they're failing. Well, if they're failing, just let them fail. They'll fail themselves out of existence, right?
Yeah.
All I know is Jake Tapper and Caitlin Collins were commenting on this yesterday, or maybe it was Wednesday night, and they both basically said, like, this is very outside of traditional norms for a president to be weighing in on something that should be left up to federal regulators.
And he also has a personal donor in Larry Summers who is involved in this on the Paramount side, which is also a conflict you should avoid.
Start your day with an edge.
Total Information AM.
It's like breakfast for your brain. I wake up, I turn on the news.
I gotta listen 3 or 4 times every day.
Debbie Monterey, Megan Lynch, Tom Ackerman.
I like to wake up with the news.
Total Information AM.
It's where I get my news. Traffic conditions and potential weather that's coming.
Total Information AM. Weekdays 5 to 9.
I like to turn it on and just get caught up.
Where I get my news. The news, weather, and traffic.
On the voice of St. Louis, KMOX.
This is Amy Mark Scores, chair of this year's Red Kettle campaign. Christmas
reminds us of the challenges faced by our neighbors in need, basic needs we sometimes take for granted. When you give with joy to the Salvation Army, you transform lives. You put food on the table and provide warm beds. You give veterans and seniors purpose. You help a child experience the joy of Christmas. And 90 cents of every dollar donated goes directly to critical social services. Bring joy to the world today. Visit salarmy.us/Amy Mark Scores.
Dave Murray's weather forecast is sponsored by Financial and Tax Strategies.
Quiet and kind of gloomy as we go through our Friday afternoon, partly to mostly cloudy skies, 39. Friday night, clouds and down to 21. Saturday, clouds, some light snow and snow flurries around, an inch or less accumulation, 28 on Saturday. That's ahead of an Arctic cold front, and boy, does it show its face. Saturday night, partly cloudy and cold, 4 for the overnight low. On Sunday, sunny and cold, very cold, bitter cold, 14, that's it for the high. Sunday night, clear, and 8 with a warm-up coming next week. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Retirement shouldn't feel like balancing your checkbook while blindfolded. I'm Gary Goldberg, and my team helps you see the big picture so you can retire younger, richer, and with less anxiety. Because guessing is not a strategy. Tune in to Wealth and Wisdom with Gary Goldberg Saturday mornings at 7 here on KMOX.
When life happens and you need to sell your St. Louis area home, call trusted realtor Gloria Liu with your home sold guaranteed realty. Gloria is St. Louis's real estate expert with more than 22 years of experience and expertise, helping you sell quickly and for the most money.
Selling your home can be so stressful, especially when life happens, like a sudden job change, a passing of a loved one, or a growing family. Knowing exactly how much your home will sell in today's market is the first step. Then I back it up with an upfront written guarantee. My guarantee is simple and easy to understand. If I can't sell your home at our agreed upon price and time frame, I'll buy it myself.
When life happens, the name to remember is Gloria Liu, your home sold guaranteed realty. I strongly suggest you call her right now at 314-325-6888, 314-325-6888, or visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com. Gloria and seller must agree on price and possession date.
This is Megan Lynch for Ophthalmology Associates. Do you worry about going to see someone about your eyesight because you're stressed about the tests that they might run, and more specifically, the equipment that they might use? Ophthalmology Associates has the latest technology to see inside your eyes and detect issues without discomfort, and they have a great staff that guides you through the entire process. Call 314-966-5000 or go to youridoc.com. You can see the doctors of Ophthalmology Associates, Doctors Greg Birdie, that's who I see, Ranjan Malhotra, Robert Brusati, and Andy Royer. From issues like dry eye to conditions such as cataracts and glaucoma, the doctors of Ophthalmology Associates will guide you through your diagnosis and your treatment options. For more information, call Ophthalmology Associates, 314-966-5000. That's 314-966-5000. Or go to youridoc.com.
Give the best of Broadway right here in St. Louis. Muni season tickets are on sale now, just in time for the holidays. Our 2026 season includes Hairspray, Shrek the Musical, South Pacific, Disney's Newsies, Ain't Too Proud, The Life and Times of the Temptations, Meet Me in St. Louis, and Something Rotten. See all 7 shows starting at just $126. For tickets, visit muni.org.
Turning 50 doesn't mean slowing down. It means getting smarter about your health. That's why we created Neovitin Men's 50 Plus Multivitamin. It's doctor formulated to support your energy, immune health, and overall vitality. Plus, it's made in the U.S. using the finest domestic and international ingredients. Take control of your health with supplements you can trust. Look for Neovitin Men's 50 Plus at your local Schnucks, Dierbergs, or online at neovitin.com. Neovitin, made for men who keep moving forward.
Saturday night, it's men's Billikens basketball as they take on San Francisco. Pre-game 6:45, tip at 7 on your home for Billikens basketball. 104.1 FM KMOX.
Welcome back, DGS on KMOX. I sent you guys a screenshot of my conversation with my niece, Aura.
Yeah.
She's so funny, isn't she?
That was really funny.
She's so funny. And it started, because she and I are really close, like brother and sister. And it started because we both grew up in South Roxana. And I said, would you consider us rednecks? Hoosiers? White trash?
White trash.
That's what I landed on.
That's what I always go to.
That's what I landed on too.
Like anytime I'm like driving back from Lowe's or whatever, and I got like a bunch of pipes or whatever sticking out my window, risking to hit every car that I drive by on Homer Adams, it's like, I think I might be white trash.
Yeah. And it doesn't, like, here's the thing, and I'm fine with it. I'm proud of it. Like, I really am. It doesn't matter how big my house is or how many baseball gloves or guitars I have. I'm South Roxana through and through. Through and through. I'm Wilson Street. It's just like, it just never leaves you. And I've never, I don't know, maybe at some point in my life I tried to rebel against that and be something I wasn't, but a very short time if I did. I love it. And while I've talked about how my childhood was a little sketchy, like most of it, like the bones of it, were great. Because everyone my age, whether you grew up in Ladue or South Roxana, we had so much more freedom. But in South Roxana, you're like a guy that broke out of prison. I mean, except no one's looking for you.
You're like, where's the law, man?
I always laugh. My brother, as soon as he turned 18, he moved to Chicago, and then 4 years after that, moved to Los Angeles. So he's been in these wonderful food places. He's currently married to a woman of Indian descent, so she is very into like very flavorful and spiced cooking, and she's a very good cook. And they make these like incredible, elaborate dishes that are extremely delicious. And what he really wants to eat, he will occasionally confide in me, is just like some flavorless mush, like chicken and dumplings made of just plain flour and boiled chicken, or like gray boiled chicken or whatever.
Speaking of food,
that's what he craves as a Midwestern boy.
We were talking about food when you were taking a complaint from a listener. Rage very kindly brought in Hardee's biscuits today, biscuit sandwiches, and I ate them and I love them. Except here's the thing: I'm the only person I know that doesn't love biscuits.
What?
Yeah, whether they're just buttered or they're the makings of a sandwich or whatever it is, I'm just not a biscuit guy.
How?
I know.
I will go to like McDonald's, Hardee's, wherever, and I will get just a biscuit.
Yeah.
No sausage, no egg, no cheese.
I'm saying I'm the only one I know.
Just a plain.
I could be alone on this. They're too crumbly and too dry. And it's what you grew up with. Picture, if you will, I think it's Wonder Bread, and they were rolls, not biscuits, and they have like two lines down the top of them, and they're soft. Mm-hmm. That's what I grew up with. Like there wasn't a biscuit to be had. And so when I discovered them at some age, I'm like, these are crumbly and dry. So, yeah.
The good ones aren't dry, though.
I don't mind the dry ones.
They're all crumbly. I mean, let's be
Hardee's
honest.
ones are very much not dry. The Popeyes ones are incredibly dry, but they're also supers. They're so delicious.
Yeah, they're good.
Biscuits are like that's like a desert island food. That's like one of those, like if you could only eat one thing forever.
What would your biscuit be? Like, what is it that you don't like that it seems like everyone else in the world loves?
Oh, good question.
I don't like stuffing.
Whoa. That's a great one.
I don't like the way it smells. I think I've had a couple bites of it and it actually tasted fine, but the look and the smell, I've just never been drawn to it.
It is so brave of you to come out and say that you think that good smells actually smell bad. That is so brave.
It is one of my favorite smells. It's a weird texture. I'm kind of a texture guy, and I'll grant that to Rage that. And dressing can mean a million things.
I like some mush.
That's a lot of different ways.
I like some mush.
We have 3 different dressings at Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
yeah.
And there can be some that are drier that are not, and there are others that are like pasty and they're good too.
What about you, Wheels?
Oh,
wait! You're gonna get so mad. I'm so glad you're here. During the break, apropos of nothing.
No, we were talking about the biscuits thing.
Okay, apropos of biscuits.
Yeah.
Wheels lets us know in a way that he thinks he's not going to seem insane. He says to us, I'm never using a toaster again.
Yep.
And Rach is like, what are you going to do? And what do you think he said?
Well, probably that he's going to. Yeah, I was just going to say he's going to put butter down and then he's going to skillet roast like a grilled cheese.
Yes, the Darden Prairie Gourmet.
Here's the thing. This is
so much better.
This is kind of what this is something that I've noticed with Kevin, and it comes along with Kevin's like, I have not a worry or care in the world. We got to give this man more to do. This man needs more responsibilities. He's got time to cook toast in the skillet. Yeah. He's got time to cook his Quick Trip sandwich in the oven. This man takes convenience and deconveniences himself.
It's all about how good it
because
is.
he's got too much time to burn. We got to give him some responsibility.
Or I'm a great multitasker.
We got to give you some tasks, my brother.
Nah, I got enough of those.
To toast bread in a skillet, heat it over medium heat with butter or oil, then cook each side for 1 to 3 minutes.
That's a 10-minute piece of toast.
See, this is the thing, though. Well, So this is all in the process of making eggs, because I don't make toast just to make toast.
I'm on your side, by the way.
I make toast to go with my eggs and sausage and bacon, right? That pan is also going to be used for the eggs.
Well, the only way to make eggs is you have to raise a chicken from birth right there at the kitchen.
While the bread is being toasted to perfection on the frying pan, I'm doing egg stuff. I'm whipping the eggs to make the what do you call it? Scrambled eggs. And I'm finding the cheese, and I'll put some cheese in there. I'm going to season them because I put salt and pepper and garlic powder and all this stuff. So I'm doing all that.
Kitchen every morning looking like after Thanksgiving dinner.
Every morning? That's like twice a month.
Brother using 17 dishes to make toast and eggs.
He just said he was using the same skillet.
Same pan.
Y'all aren't listening to the man.
If I just made eggs and toasted the toast, it would still be the same number of pans. Except it's so much better this way. It's Texas toast
delicious.
versus dry ass toast is what it is.
I admire your just the word I'm looking for, demand of quality.
Hey, look, for a lot of time I didn't know things. I didn't know how to do things. And all my life, I learned how to cook things, grill, whatever. But as I learn them, you're like, this thing, doing it this way is not actually any harder. It's just better. Yeah. It's not more difficult to do that. I mean, you're going to have to.
Oh, it is.
No, it's
not.
It's not. Because what you got to do when you take
Let me
toast,
show you how you toast. Doink, doink, doink.
But then when you take it out, you got to spread the butter on there, and then it gets crumbs everywhere and all that nastiness. And half the time it's too dry.
Oh my God, I hope I don't have to deal with too much butter and crumbs.
When you do that in the pan, you don't have to do any of that. It's all done. It just zip, done. And when it comes out, it's perfect.
I like Jedi's comment. He says, eggs and toast good.
Yeah.
It's
not fair for me to judge. I had an uncle that died in a toast fire in a pan. So
I had a dream last night that I cussed on the air. And I think it actually may have been a premonition, not a because I have multiple times come very close.
Joel is on Team Wheeler on the toast. They call it pan toast. And he said, his quote from Joel, "It is better."
No one's denying that it's not better.
Yeah, it is. And it's worth the extra 1 minute.
No one's suggesting that it's not better. I'm just sticking to what I said, that I think you need a little more to do in your life.
No.
The only way I would
so needlessly condescending and rude.
This guy doesn't do anything.
The only way I would ever cook toast in a pan is if I were cooking for someone new who I was trying to mislead into thinking I was someone I'm not.
Okay. See, I like to do that just for me.
Yeah. No, I respect it. I do. Everyone has their own equation of quality versus effort.
Yeah.
And I come down on the side of low effort.
I mean, more often than not, I will also, but then there's some of these things that seem harder than they are. They're not really that tough.
Yeah, I mean, the way you're describing it, Wheels, it just seems like you're stacking the habits there. It's not like like you said, it's not like you're just making toast. That might be a little odd.
Might be a little, it's a little bit more of a step if you're only doing that.
Right, but you're just throwing it into the mix. Oh, that's easy. That sounds delicious.
Yeah. Doesn't take more time either because you don't have to butter anything. You just put the butter in the pan, it melts, and then the bread goes right on that.
What if you want to make cinnamon toast?
Then you do the same thing, and then you sprinkle cinnamon on at the end.
You got me there.
It's pretty great. It's pretty great, I'm telling you. You know what we need to do?
What if we lived in an apartment together, Andrew?
Here's what
next
we need.
door to these two.
Here's what we need to do. We need to do a
We'd
DGS,
never see them. They'd spend all day cooking.
We need to do a DGS sleepover at my place, and I'll make breakfast.
Kevin, I haven't seen you in 7 hours. Oh, yeah, sorry. I had to make breakfast. I had to make toast.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now, but I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code RAIN to get up to a $5 per gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code RAIN to get up to a $5 per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code RAIN.
Winterfest is back for the 10th year in Keener Plaza, now through January 11th. Enjoy Winterfest traditions, including ice skating, s'mores, and igloos underneath 100,000 twinkling lights in the shadow of the Gateway Arch. Grab a bite or drink from downtown favorites and enjoy a family-friendly New Year's Eve fireworks spectacular. Winterfest, hosted by Gateway Arch Park Foundation, presented by Bank of America and Worldwide Technology. For more info, KMOX.com/events.
Bernie Miklas here for Saliga Heating and Cooling. Our family's called the Saliga family for 18 years, and we are grateful for Saliga's honesty, knowledge, and professionalism. They're the best. For more info, visit SaligaHeatingandCooling.com.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime.
Our entry-level data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-941-2255. That's 800-941-2255.
I hear from sellers all the time that they fear they have missed out on the selling market. They are so relieved to learn September, October, and November are strong selling months. With low inventory and hopefully lower interest rates, this fall will be a hot one for real estate. I'm Christina Straight, owner of Straight Realty. You may have heard me say, why pay more than 4 for years? Now it's why pay more than 2, saving you even more money. Call me 314-441-4444. And remember, why pay more than 2?
Straight Realty is a licensed broker in the state of Missouri, Kansas, and Nevada.
This is Justin Brown with Krenz Financial Group. For over 6 decades, we've helped St. Louis families and businesses plan with purpose and live with confidence. Is your financial advisor proactive or reactive? If your strategy or service feels stagnant or misaligned, it may be time for a change. Our defined, proactive approach to investments and communication keeps you informed and prepared for what's ahead. Let's talk about what makes us different and how a more engaged advisor can help you reach your goals. Your goals, our mission. Start today at kfgadvisors.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Servicing. Member FINRA/SIPC. Krenz Financial Group is not a broker-dealer.
Welcome back, DGS 149. Here's another topic that's separating the internet. How many times, if any, is it okay to re-wear your socks before washing them?
Oh, depends. I'd say.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'd say probably.
Oh, look, the newlyweds are having a little dust up.
I think it's a one and done with the socks.
Yeah, no, it depends on the time of year, how cold it is, how hot it is. If you're sweating, it's one time and that's it.
Yeah.
If it's a
like
day
if
where,
you're
if it's a day where I
out,
wear the boots, well, then it's one day and that's it. But if it's just like a regular normal day and you're not sweating, it's just like airy shoes, it's fine for a couple days.
A cup? What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might do a couple
like
days.
Yes, like today and tomorrow. Not that I'm going to do that.
Don't do that.
Because I got new ones on today, which means they're going to get warm.
I don't have particularly sweaty feet.
Oh,
some people do.
I do.
Some people do, and they will sweat. Like if I'm out doing physical activity, doesn't happen. So it's like it's just there's not a lot of like sweating going on. So it's more about like the external, like what's it picking up off the floor, right?
Sure. Yeah. Good point. It varies, but. Normal
like if I
day,
step in some of Gigi's vomit, which is a non-zero chance of that happening.
Damn.
Well, yeah, then change your socks, buddy.
Then I'm gonna go change my
later,
socks.
it might be time to change
4 or
those
5
socks.
days. You let it air dry on the tub, and then
Jedi says 3 to 4 days for him.
No, Jedi. No.
I think 3 to 4 might be a little on the long side, but it's people get a little bit too much into that.
To me, it's like underwear. You wear underwear once.
Do you?
Yes.
Sure, but I don't. I'm not. There's no good way to say this. I'm just going to stop talking.
Oh, say it. Say it.
I mean, it's all right. Just say it. We certainly will not jump down your throat no matter what
I do not perform any bathroom-related activities with my feet.
Yeah, that makes you weird.
Yeah, but you're walking around in the bathroom.
Speak for yourself.
In those socks, right?
Well, yeah, but if you walk around, you can walk around in the bathroom in your socks. That doesn't inherently become dirty.
I agree.
Yeah, I
do clean my floor. Well, I don't. But we do clean the floors. It's
the bathroom stuff isn't going on the floor.
If it was here at work, I would wear nothing ever but one time and then throw it in trash.
So you guys,
well, we should bleach our shoes when we leave the bathroom here.
You guys know me. I only wear Birkenstocks and Timberlands. So the only socks I own, I promise, besides my baseball socks, are wool, like Murano socks.
Okay.
And I'm not like my boy Jedi. I won't go 3 or 4 days, but I'll go a second day.
Sure.
But what I won't do, what weirds me out, is I go home, I put on my cozies, put on my hoodie, put on my Boston Bruins big hat, toboggan, put on my shorts, and then I put on my slides, because what I can't do is walk around the house in socks.
What?
That weirds me out.
Really?
Yes.
Is it too slippery?
No, I feel like I'm getting them dirty, and like the floor's dirty, and I don't know. I've never really thought it through. What bothers me about it, I just don't do it.
Oh, I love walking around the house in socks.
For me, the socks are like the shield against get my feet's all nasty.
I was big on the whole just everything barefoot until 10 years ago I started getting cold all the time. My toes are cold.
Oh, Joe says day 1, regular. Day 2, inside out.
Oh.
Day 3, switch left and right. Day 4, flipping back right side down. Okay.
I suspect he's probably kidding, but if he's not, dog, you're doing way too much.
He's got a system.
Yeah.
See, I pretty much every night when it's cold, I go to bed with socks on.
Oh.
But the socks come off during the night.
Yeah,
if I wake up in the morning and my
Megan.
socks are still on,
Same.
I just had the greatest night of sleep, and I'm upset that I have socks on.
I can't.
Megan
do
does the
socks
same thing.
I
Megan
cannot sleep in them.
Generally just will not wear socks at any point ever because she says they just magically disappear off of her feet.
But once they've come off, like even if it's the next morning, and
They're off.
No, we got to get a new pair of socks at that point.
I cannot sleep without socks on. It feels crazy.
On your feet.
Really?
It's too sensory.
Oh, I can't sleep with
His
socks
little
on, man.
toes
It's
are
too
going
much.
crazy.
My little piggies are going nuts. You wouldn't believe it.
What, they start...
He's got like 600 thread count. Wait, what's a good thread count? I don't know.
I don't know. I think mine's like 10 thread count. You can see the threads. It's just a series of ropes.
It's one long
You
thread.
can count them.
Yeah.
Oh, man. His toes are doing like the Hydra, like
No,
they're all
you're
their
saying
own brain.
you have to have socks on.
I have to have socks on.
even in the heat of the summer.
Because like I said, the little piggies are getting tickled by the blanket movement. It's too
Egyptian cotton.
It's too much.
Drives those little piggies wild.
And then if I feel like one of my toenails like scrape on the blanket.
Oh, dude.
What? It's what we're talking about.
You just have a talent. You have a gift.
Is this not the topic of discussion? I didn't bring that up when we were talking about the Trump stuff. We were talking about biscuits. I'm not going, when your toenails scrape the blanket?
It makes a nice sound.
No, it makes a sound. I'm torturing myself just thinking about it. I'm sweating. I am sweating putting myself in this headspace.
Because you're thinking about toenails on the sheets?
Because I'm thinking about sleeping without socks on.
I don't know why I thought of the words toenails on the sheets in the cadence of riders on the storm.
Toenails on the sheets.
It's almost the same sound as if you were corduroys.
The worst. And your thighs are a little big. The worst is catching a toe hangnail on the sheets.
Yeah, that's the word. I will do anything. I cannot have that.
That's terrible.
I like file with a nail file. I can't have it. They got to be smooth.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever had a hang toenail before.
I'm not sure I've ever filed my toenails before.
I can't have the sharp edges, man. I can't have that. I can't. I got nothing to say. I can't have it. I'll freak out,
dude.
Do
you have a foot thing, fetish at all, good or bad?
Well, no.
Well, it's not no.
And even if I did, I don't think I'd say it.
Clearly an anti-foot thing going on here.
Hey, this is Charlie Brennan. Have you noticed loose bricks or missing mortar around your house? On the walls, the patios, the walkways, the porch, or the chimneys? If so, you need to call Morelli Tuck Pointing. 314-645-1387. You might need one of two things: solid tuck pointing, the removal of old mortar with the replacement of new mortar throughout an entire wall or chimney, or maybe just spot tuck pointing. Spot tuck pointing involves the tuck pointing of a particular wall, a chimney, or other masonry surface in an area where it's needed the most. One example might be settlement cracks, usually found above or below windows or doorways. 314-645-1387. Call the company that the Brennans have called when we've needed tuck pointing. Morelli Tuck Pointing, the masonry specialists. Winner of the Angie's List Super Service Award every year since 2005. 314-645-1387, MorelliTuckPointing.com.
Hey, this is Charlie Brennan along with Dr. Colleen Bosler and Dr. Adam Voss of the Audiology Center. When was the last time you really enjoyed a conversation without straining to hear?
Charlie, so many people think hearing aids just make things louder.
But that's old technology. Today's hearing aids do so much more.
Exactly. With the dual chip technology, our hearing aids actually separate the speech from the background noise.
Which means at a noisy restaurant, you'll hear your friends and family, not the clinking dishes.
And the best part, your brain doesn't have to work overtime trying to fill in the blanks.
So that keeps your mind sharp, your conversations easy, and your relationships stronger.
Because hearing well isn't just about sound, it's about staying connected.
Thanks, Doctor. Call the Audiology Center today to schedule your annual hearing evaluation. Don't miss another moment. Call 636-441-7470 or visit the Audiology Center STL.com.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
At Audion Hearing, our mission is simple: to make better hearing affordable for everyone. This Christmas holiday, enjoy exclusive savings on our high-quality rechargeable hearing aids. Clear, comfortable, and ready to use right out of the box. And here's a study worth hearing. Research shows that wearing hearing aids can reduce your risk of dementia by up to 61%. Join over 1 million happy customers and shop Christmas holiday deals before they're gone at audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Your one blood donation can help save the lives of others. That's why the American Red Cross needs you. This holiday season, give something that means something. Make a difference in the lives of others by rolling up your sleeve and donating at the Odyssey Blood Drive in partnership with the American Red Cross from December 16th through the 19th at multiple locations. Make an appointment in the Red Cross Blood Donor app or at redcrossblood.org and enter sponsor code Odyssey for a drive near you.
Attention business owners with a net income over $500,000. You need to work with a tax strategist that understands your entrepreneurial mindset. Download the most recent white paper written by E3 Consultants Group titled The Power of a Professional Tax Strategy Team. Go to e3wealth.com/radio to obtain a copy. It's time to learn about wealth and tax strategies that protect your personal and business economy. E3 is ready to help you think differently about your finances. Educate, empower, enlighten. That's the E3 difference.
Celebrating 100 years of informing and entertaining. KMOX AM St. Louis, KMOX FM Hazelwood, the voice of St. Louis.
At 2 o'clock, we have clouds and 36 degrees downtown of the Arch. I'm Maria Kina in for Michael Calhoun. The White House is responding to release of photos from the Epstein estate.
The 19 photos released by Democrats on the House Oversight Committee are a small selection of the more than 95,000 in the case. They include photos of President Trump, former President Clinton, and former Prince Andrew. Republicans say none of the photos show any wrongdoing, while the White House accuses Democrats of, quote, selectively releasing cherry-picked photos and trying to create a false narrative. The statement also calls the Epstein case, quote, the Democrat hoax. These photos are separate from a deadline of next week compelling the Justice Department to release the Epstein files. Linda Kenyon, CBS News, Washington.
With time running out to find a way to avoid healthcare costs jumping for millions of Americans, the Senate failed yesterday to pass dueling bills to address the issue. CBS News correspondent Caitlin Huey-Burns is on Capitol Hill with the latest.
The two parties have very different ways to approach this. Democrats, by and large, want a longer extension of those Obamacare tax subsidies that are set to sunset at the end of this month, meaning that premiums will certainly go up for about 7% of Americans who are on the exchanges. Republicans don't want to, in their view, keep spending money on Obamacare, and they have proposed health savings accounts.
Illinois has become the 12th state to allow terminally ill people to end their lives with a doctor's order.
Governor J.B. Pritzker signed the End of Life Options Act into law.
I don't want anybody to think that making up your mind about this is very easy. It's not.
2 doctors will have to agree a patient has less than 6 months to live and is of sound mind before prescribing the life-ending medication. Susie Flack's son had terminal cancer and moved from Illinois to California, where medical aid in dying is legal.
He died on his own terms, peacefully. It was really a beautiful thing.
The Catholic Church had urged Pritzker to veto the bill. Michael Wallace, CBS News.
Missouri Congressman Emanuel Cleaver is calling on the veterinary schools nationwide to address allegations of systemic abuse impacting students. He tells MissouriNet that many vet schools are using students at cheap labor.
We believe that some of them are being exploited. The result, this is my little way of speaking about it, where I can explain to people, is the zombifying of the students.
In a letter sent to 36 veterinary schools, including University of Missouri, Cleaver requested details following reports of grueling 100-hour workloads, inadequate time for meals, and animal care suffering as a result. Some students repeatedly lost up to 15 pounds in a single month due to extreme schedules. MU tells MissouriNet it is reviewing the letter and intends to respond by Cleaver's deadline of December 31st. From the business desk, sponsored by Krenz Financial Group, KFGadvisors.com. Investors are scoping out pot stocks. That's right, marijuana stocks, in anticipation of President Trump reclassifying pot as a less dangerous drug. We get the latest from CBS News reporter Jason Brooks.
Cannabis stocks jumped on reports that President Trump is going to reclassify marijuana from a level 1 drug to a less stringent level 3, which includes drugs like Tylenol with codeine, anabolic steroids, and testosterone, while pot's current level 1 classification has it in a group with heroin and fentanyl. CNBC reported that the president will make that move as early as Monday. Tilray and Canopy Growth are two of the biggest cannabis producers, and shares jumped 30% higher for the two companies, while other stocks related to the industry are also being carried along in the rally.
A check of the Dow from Stifel at this hour. It is down 227 points to 48,476. A check of traffic right now. Only one major problem out there, and that's eastbound 40 at Timberlake Manor. The emergency vehicles are on the right shoulder again. They were out there earlier. Otherwise, they've just cleared a problem from southbound 270 at Manchester. Weather is sponsored by the Penn Mutual Life Insurance Company, PennMutual.com/STL.
It's a cold winter's afternoon across St. Louis. We're kind of used to it, but at least we had a little break for one day earlier this week. Partly to mostly cloudy skies, 39. Tonight, clouds, cold, 21. Now, Saturday, we are ahead of a big-time Arctic cold front. Saturday will be cloudy with light snow and flurries. Looks like an inch or less accumulation, 28 for the high. The mother lode of cold from the North Pole opens up quickly Saturday night. Saturday night will be partly cloudy and going down to 4 degrees. The record's -2 from 1901. On Sunday, sunny and very cold, bitter cold, 14 for the high. Sunday night clear and 8, but we've got a warm-up for much of next week. In fact, we have a warm-up probably lasting until Christmas. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM. KMOX.
At Penn Mutual, they believe that life insurance is a central part of a sound financial plan and that it can make an enduring impact for generations to come. Talk to your independent advisor or go to PennMutual.com/STL. Penn Mutual, trusted for life. It is 35 degrees in St. Peters, 36 in Florissant, and downtown at the Arch, it's 36. I'm Maria Kina, KMOX News.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX. Happy Friday. Going to be cold as balls tomorrow, man. Like tomorrow night, like 5 degrees, something crazy like that.
Yee.
Let's look at the stream here. Joel, I love your comment because Andrew fielded a complaint call from an old guy saying that all we literally do on the show is politics and it's always anti-Trump. And then Joel says, Epstein files, inflation, biscuits, toast, socks, what's next? Yeah, that was 1 hour. That was all in the same hour.
That's a good breakfast, isn't it? Biscuits and toasts and socks.
And then Go to Sleep's talking about why is anyone defending anyone in the Epstein files? Man, you'll never hear me defend anyone.
No.
Do I think that there are people that had their pictures taken with Epstein who had nothing to do with anything? Absolutely. I've taken a million pictures with
fundraisers
people.
or whatever. Yeah.
Yes. But if you're on the plane or you're on the island, you at least deserve to be squinted at.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fair that when it's revealed you have a connection with a person like Jeffrey Epstein, it's fair for people to have questions about that.
Like Larry Summers.
Right.
You see
100%.
those letters that he was sending him?
Yes.
This is after Epstein's in jail, and he's sending him letters. Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Well,
Why
all
would
of
you
the,
do that?
All of the emails from people like Summers who are like, now, what can we do to help you in this situation here? It's like, all right, if you're helping him because you know there's something that needs to be helped, that you need to help him with.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the problem.
Beppy Cat. Wow. Beppy says, I need a ruling. I'm the laughing person from the balcony at the Wildy show. Are you not supposed to laugh at a comedy show? Like, should I be stifling myself to be polite?
No.
God, no. No, I'll never forget you, Beppy Cat.
No.
I didn't realize that was you. But that was one of my favorite stand-ups because of you, because you were just laughing so hard.
Yeah, and all the rest of us, we got double laughs because we laughed at the joke, and then when your laugh comes up again, it was like, you get like a little bonus. No, I mean, everybody looking around was like, that's awesome.
Yes.
I can't imagine there's a better thing for a comic to hear.
No.
Than somebody who's just out of their mind happy.
No.
I was embarrassing you, though, at a show.
Oh, yeah. Wheels and I took in a comedy show at Funny Bone. And it was like when I was in the fourth row of Rush. I was really enjoying Tim Convey, but
I couldn't stop.
He just could not. He was just roaring.
I am a loud laugher.
Yes.
I'm allowed everything, but yeah, I love.
Well, comedians
doing that.
hate it when you
I
laugh
know.
at their show.
Hey, I've never had one come up to me after the show and go, "Hey, could you tone it down a little bit?"
People are predicting the American traditions that will fade away in the next couple of decades.
All right.
Okay. Christmas cards.
I love getting a Christmas card.
I do too. I don't think I've ever sent one in my life, though.
My grandma has told me that my Christmas card is in the mail, and every day when I check the mail, I'm like, is it today? Not yet.
Large-scale weddings.
All right.
Man.
I'm down with both of these.
That'd be nice in time for Phoebe.
That'd be nice.
Dave's like, yes, please.
Yes.
Maybe we can't get married for 40 years.
Let's go. Let's go. Daylight savings time. They think that's going to go away.
Mm-hmm.
Private fireworks. I've never been a fan.
Oh, please.
Never been a fan.
You know,
I don't think those are going away. I think those are only getting stronger. I think whoever's saying they're going to go away is wishful thinking.
Yeah.
Saying, I hope they go away.
I don't hate them in and of themselves, but I hate how people that tend to want to use them don't respect people around them in their neighborhood.
Yes.
Like they'll do it at 1:30 in the morning. They'll do it. And I'm up already. I don't care, but I know it bothers a lot of other people who do have to get up early.
Yeah.
You know?
Beauty pageants.
Okay.
A little
dated.
surprised that those still exist.
Little dated.
Yes.
I didn't know they did still exist.
Let's get the girls out here in their bikinis.
They try to make it about like their talent or
Yeah.
what have you.
That's where we got the heavy metal lady.
Yeah.
From where was she from?
I forgot.
South America?
Sounds right.
The heavy metal lady.
Yeah, you should look up one of the pageant contestants. Her talent was she's the lead singer of a death metal band.
It was interesting.
It was.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's pretty good.
Things that Americans predict will go away in the next couple decades. Black Friday.
All right.
Gender reveal events.
Okay.
They're pretty douchey. They're pretty
We
douchey.
took that and we just turned it up way too high.
As we do.
Yeah.
As
It's one of
we
those
are
things
apt
that,
to
like,
do.
by itself, it's not the worst thing, but the way it got overdone made it annoying.
This one makes me sad. Trick or treating.
Oh.
They believe that trunk or treat has taken over.
Okay. That's the first one I've actually went, oh, no. The other one's thinking I'll go.
And the number one, class reunions. Social media has rendered them irrelevant.
To a degree.
Yeah, sort of.
To a degree, I think it has, because
Have you
you're
guys
in
been?
touch. Not
Rich?
lately, but only because I'm not there. If I lived where my high school was, I'd probably be at everyone.
Nope. Not interested.
I went to my 20.
Yeah.
That was it.
I think I went to my 10, and then for whatever. I mean, living out of state, it's hard to be like, I'm going to carve out this whole period just to go back and goof around with high school friends.
A female DoorDash driver in Indiana is accused of pepper spraying a bag of food because she was upset over a low tip.
That seems like a reasonable response.
Pepper spraying the bag?
Yes.
What's the bag got to do with it?
Well, I would imagine if someone pepper sprayed
So
your
it's still
bag.
so it's to like touch the bag and then it
Yeah.
gets okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Should she spend any time in jail?
No. She get fired.
I mean, if they have like a medical
Yeah.
issue because of ingesting something like that, then perhaps. But yeah, she should definitely never do DoorDash ever again.
Yesterday or the day before, we talked about how I like fart jokes. I loved like the clumps and blazing saddles, but I don't like to be in the room for them. Whereas
So you
Wheels
like
thinks
other-
that's the funniest
you
part.
like other people's jokes.
Yes. Leslie Nielsen so loved a fart joke that he had a fart machine put into his casket.
Oh, really?
And when people walked by him, they could push a button and it would fart.
There's nothing better than him on all the interview circuits because he brought it everywhere. I think he would be on. I mean, like literally every talk show he would be on, he had one with him, and he would play the game, and it was great.
Sabrina Carpenter was interviewed what the key to her songwriting hit is, and she said, "Call men stupid as many times as you can, in as many ways as you can."
I mean, it does seem to match up with
Does
her
it work?
songs.
Is that
I
what she
guess.
sings about?
I mean,
mostly, yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay.
she has been very successful.
Well, I mean,
Yeah. Quite successful.
found the formula.
There is now Viagra for women. It is a cream, not a pill, but it still has the active ingredient of Viagra. And soon we will have Ozempic for pets. It will be an implant.
Huh.
And it'll just take away your pet's appetite.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's what pets love, their food. That's the whole point of being a pet, is mealtime.
I mean, if your pet's a little heavy, that's kind of your fault.
Yeah, the pet's not going to the store and buying the food.
They're not stopping at McDonald's on the way home. Like, just feed them less. If they're heavy, they're being fed too much.
Now, if I took away Lucy's desire for food, I don't know what she would do all day. She'd have to get a new hobby.
She's going to, like, take up guitar.
Yeah.
Wheels, did you see the Steven Spielberg movie coming out? It's about aliens, and it's going to be called Disclosure, which is weird since this last one just came out.
The Age of Disclosure, yeah.
And I don't get it. I read the whole article, and they never connected the dots. But everyone, not everyone, but some people in the industry are saying that it's going to be the event that tells everything, that the government is putting all of its chips on Steven Spielberg, and that the big reveal is going to be that the aliens in the movie are actual aliens. Now, I'm a believer. I think the government's been covering it up for 80 years or more, but so you're getting a little far out of the douche scale if you're going to put aliens playing aliens in a Spielberg
I was going to
movie.
say, is it an actual, it's a movie
It's a movie.
Okay, it's not like a docu-movie.
Yes.
It's a movie.
Yes.
Yeah, that part feels a little bit, that's a little hokey if you're going to do it that way, too. Like,
I hope that's not the way we find out that
cha-cha-cha, there's aliens, look.
Yeah, and then like
Blowborg is the star.
Yeah, exactly. At the end, they're like, and Blowborg as himself.
And then they go through they got like a blooper reel at the end, and it's all of the aliens doing goofy
Messing
things
up.
and going,
And the alien's like, my bad. I screwed that one up.
yeah, that would be,
Yeah, I would be
I have a hard time believing that.
really disappointed.
Yeah.
I think this is probably a story made up by idiots.
Like, I could see if you're going to go with, like, okay, we need to find a way to do Disclosure in a good way to deliver the message. Spielberg would be the kind of person to tell it.
Yeah.
But you could have him maybe do a documentary as opposed to make a movie and have actors in there from Zeta Reticuli.
I saw a couple TikToks last night about solitary confinement in prison. First, how do you think you guys would do? Secondly, if I gave you 3 things that you could take for entertainment, what would you take?
Anything?
Not a phone, because then you have like the whole world.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, to answer your
So
first...
no internet.
No.
Okay.
So to answer your first question, I think I would do bad. I don't think it would go well. I would bring maybe a Game Boy. Maybe
Good
like
one.
my little Game Boy Color from when I was growing up, and like Tetris or like a Pokemon game. So that counts as one thing. I would bring a book.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like Little Women. Love that book. And finally, maybe like a crochet or a sewing situation.
You've
that I
thought
could
this
work on.
through. Those
Not
are pretty
really.
good.
Not really, but they seem like good time occupiers.
Wheel, same things?
Yeah, exact same things. First of all, I'd rather be in solitary than Gen Pop. I feel like I'd be like not looking over my shoulder all the time. So there I'd be all right, I think. Give me my Xbox. I don't know how many games I'm allowed to have, and I know I can't, play them online, but whatever. Give me a couple. That'll give me something. If I can't have my phone, or can I just have like a phone that doesn't have internet so I can have my iTunes on there?
You can have music.
You give me my music library, my Xbox, and I don't know. I don't know if I need anything else.
Okay.
But I mean, I'll find something else.
Skillet for your toast?
Yeah, maybe.
Andrew, got anything?
E-reader, I suppose. Read my stories. I would say I'd do good, but then if my wife is gone for an evening, I'm like stir crazy. I'm like so
Well,
lonely.
we're in this fantasy world where we're in prison already, so it's like, yeah.
My wife would support me if I went to prison. Unless I went to prison for murdering her, then she probably wouldn't be a big fan of it.
So if you went to prison for 40 years, Megan's waiting for you?
I hope so. Feel like I'm going to be dependent on that.
Yeah.
Step out that door looking for my ride.
I want to test that out.
Yeah. You've never been put to the test, but fingers crossed.
You walk out and Wheels is waiting for you. You're like, oh, crap.
Come on, buddy. I'm making toast.
He's like, I just got out too.
I was in solitary the whole time, and I was completely fine.
Let me have my toast pan.
That sounds like some good sleeping, no?
It does sound like some good sleeping.
You had a lot of sleep.
Yes, but let me push back on Wheels a little bit here. You hate being bored.
I know.
There would be zero stimuli.
Well, I
'cause
said
you're
I
in
got all my music. I got
your
my
bench
video
press?
games. Well, I don't
That's
need
the
that 'cause
thing.
I can do body
That's
weight
the thing.
stuff.
What we're suggesting is not really solitary.
Yeah.
It's solitary with infinite video games and books and music. It's just living alone.
Essentially.
That's a good point.
I
That's a
don't,
good
because you
point.
think like, man, solitaire would be great. It'd be so relaxing or whatever. I can't think of anybody I've ever seen on any, person talking about it that was like, yeah, I was in solitary, and it actually wasn't the single worst thing I've ever gone through in my entire
Yeah,
life.
well, they're not going to let you have your iPhone and your
Everybody
Xbox.
is like, well, I went mad, but I did that after the first 2 days, so the rest of the 10 years was much easier.
Overhead Door Company of St. Louis, the genuine, the original, present 100 years of KMOX.
A plane has crashed into one of the two World Trade Center towers.
There, when the world stood still.
Flames are flying out of the building.
It's 8:04 on KMOX, and another plane has apparently hit the World Trade Center in New York.
I heard a noise like a sonic boom almost, and then a blast.
There has been apparently some sort of bombing or crash going into the Pentagon building.
Shook the entire building. It was very clear that something terrible had happened.
St. Louis Police Chief Joe Moqua has a message to the community in light of today's terrorist attacks. There are no threats against the St. Louis community.
They're putting up yellow tape in front of the Eagleton Courthouse. There's a federal marshal with a shotgun there. People are standing around with a stunned look on their face. This is a day that everyone's going to remember.
There for every headline, every heartbreak, every heartbeat. KMOX, the voice of St. Louis.
Get this, 42% of baby boomers don't even know how much money they have in their nest egg. If you're not sure where you stand in terms of getting ready for retirement, you should be listening to the All Financial Hour with Steve All.
Let's sit down and talk about your questions, because I think that's the most important thing that it is out there. It's what questions do you have?
Saturday mornings at 10 or Sunday evenings at 6, right here on KMOX.
At Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital, every moment with our patients is a gift. This holiday season, you can be the reason children have hope as they fight serious illness and reach milestones once thought impossible. Your gift provides life-saving care to those who need it most. Please donate today at treeofhope.org and be the reason a child has hope for tomorrow.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have Leaf Filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/deal for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mary Claire Haver, a board-certified OBGYN and menopause specialist. My new podcast, Unpaused, is the place for bold, unfiltered conversations about what it really takes for women to thrive in the second half of life. Every week, I sit down with medical experts, cultural icons, and powerhouse women to talk about what really matters. New episodes drop every Tuesday. Listen to and follow Unpaused with me, Dr. Mary Claire Haver, available now wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Mayor Kara Spencer. Congratulations, KMOX, on 100 years of great service to the St. Louis region.
Welcome back, guys. DGS 223. Only another couple of weeks left to raise money for Operation Food Search. So hopefully this weekend you will do what Rach did and go buy Hardee's and get some great food. They'll ask you to give $1 for a DGS sticker. Oh, I still haven't seen a sticker yet.
I've got about 10 stickers on my desk right now. I do want to encourage people. They might not ask you to donate.
Yeah.
Don't be shy. That's what I did this morning. I said, hey, I want to donate to Operation Food Search. Do you have any stickers? And they knew exactly what I was talking about. So,
good.
Yeah, just speak up if no one says anything to you. They have the technology to get this done.
I think we have less than 50 boxes left at Bissinger's. So get yourself to a Bissinger's this weekend and get the Dave's Faves. $20 for the box, and $20 goes to Operation Food Search. You can also have them sent to your home, which is what I did, by going to Bissingers.com and just search Glover, and they pop right up.
I think I'm getting Hardee's for dinner, too.
Yeah, you're on a roll here.
Yeah.
And I guessed what you're going to get.
You did, because I've kind of been talking about the mushroom and Swiss for a while now. And
Sounds pretty good to me, too.
Yeah, I think tonight's the night. I think it's going to happen.
Sounds good.
What if you get there and they have the Rizwich?
That's interesting.
Boy, Sophie's choice.
I can get the mushroom and Swiss anytime. I'm doing the Rizzler motion without even it's just naturally happening. If they have the Rizwich, I will do the Rizwich meal. But as of right now, I am planning on the mushroom and Swiss. I'm going to open my Hardee's app and see what's going on.
I thought you were going to say, I'm going to open my heart.
I open my heart to you, Rizzler.
I open my heart to the Rizwich
Not the first
meal.
time I've said that.
You know what I miss? And it's probably just because I haven't been inside of a fast food chain since COVID. But I really miss the ketchup dispensers into the little white cups.
Oh, yes.
Wasn't that great?
That was amazing.
It was.
That was a McDonald's thing, though, right?
That was I
feel like
an
everyone
everywhere.
had it. Yeah.
Pretty close to an everywhere thing.
Yeah.
I don't see the Rizwich on the Hardee's app.
You didn't? I saw it there yesterday.
Maybe they don't have it at my Hardee's. Which, by the way, I go to the Hardee's on Hampton Avenue in the city, and they were so nice this morning. Everyone was so nice. I was very happy.
Was it Hardee's that gave you free food when your credit card didn't work?
I think so.
They didn't give it to me for free, but they were patient.
They put you on a payment plan?
They were patient with me while we worked it out.
Go to Sleep says, does anyone remember Hardee's fried chicken? Oh boy, do I. Do you guys remember when they had fried chicken?
I do not.
It was so good.
No, I don't.
It was great.
I remember when they made the switch to thick burgers in like the early 2000s, and my dad was obsessed. We had so many Hardee's thick burgers for like 2 years. That was the main place we would go out to eat, and it was awesome.
Delish.
I'm trying to think if I've ever had fried chicken and just didn't finish it because it was so bad.
That's hard to do.
Right?
It'd have to be like super dried out or something.
Something.
Yeah. Or underdone. That might do it.
I had the worst soda of my life last night at our Christmas party.
Really?
Oh, my God. I made Rachel taste it.
It tasted like
it
came out of a 2-liter that had been sitting out for several days.
We were like an 80-year-old married couple. I'm like, taste this. Taste this.
Why? Why was it so bad?
I don't know, but it was terrible.
Did it come from like the bar?
Yeah. And I just walked around the whole night just holding that.
They must have just
terrible
never
Coke.
changed out.
No, I would have gone back and demanded satisfaction.
Yeah.
And challenged them to a duel.
You need to change the line.
There's something about my face that bartenders don't want to serve me. Like when there's a bunch of people at a bar, I'm never the guy they come to and like, what can I get you, Ace?
Chris and Amy standing up for the Lou.
We had a texter suggest that we use some of the Rams money to buy a high-rise in Singapore and let that thing ride.
And load it up with asbestos and
just let
mold.
that sit there. See how they feel about it.
That's, let's not be vindictive.
No, let's be really screw Singapore if they're going to do this to us.
Chris Ranji, Amy Mark Scores, taking receipts weekdays at 9 on KMOX.
A KFC tale in the pursuit of flavor. The holidays were tricky for the Colonel. He loved people, but he also loved peace and quiet. So he cooked up KFC's $4.99 chicken pot pie. Warm, flaky, with savory sauce and vegetables. It's a tender chicken-filled excuse to get some time to yourself and step away from decking the halls. Whatever that means. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. KFC's Chicken Pot Pie. The best $4.99 you'll spend this season.
Prices and participation may vary while supplies last. Taxes, tips, and fees extra.
Selling your home, it's one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make. You could go it alone, trying to navigate market trends, determine fair pricing, and tackle tricky negotiations on your own. You could second-guess every decision, wondering if you're doing it right. Then there's the showings, the offers, and the mountain of paperwork. Or you could work with the expertise of a Realtor, here to guide and help protect as you make your next big move. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. Right by you.
Hey, Cardinal Cowboy here. Who would have thought a car crash would have led to charities, TV shows, and cheering with the best fans in the world? I'm thankful for every day. And so are my friends at Renner Garage Door. They've been turning garage doors from zero to hero since 1966. With help from trusted brands like Delden, Amar, and LiftMaster, honest family-style service you can count on. So giddy up and get your free repair or replacement quote today. Giddy up!
RENNER, RENNER.
We take you now to Dave Murray's weather forecast.
Quiet and kind of gloomy as we go through our Friday afternoon, partly to mostly cloudy skies, 39. Friday night, clouds and down to 21. Saturday, clouds, some light snow and snow flurries around, an inch or less accumulation, 28 on Saturday. That's ahead of an Arctic cold front, and boy, does it show its face. Saturday night, partly cloudy and cold, 4 for the overnight low. On Sunday, sunny and cold, very cold, bitter cold, 14, that's it for the high. Sunday night, clear, and 8 with a warm-up coming next week. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
For 100 years, KMOX has been part of St. Louis. Now, Together Credit Union is helping celebrate that legacy. Starting in November, visit any Together Credit Union branch to pick up a KMOX 100th anniversary commemorative ornament for just $5 while supplies last. Each ornament supports Children's Miracle Network of Greater St. Louis. Together Credit Union, honoring 100 years of KMOX, the voice of St. Louis, and Children's Miracle Network of Greater St. Louis, improving the health of all children.
This is Amy Mark Scores, chair of this year's Red Kettle campaign. Christmas reminds us of the challenges faced by our neighbors in need, basic needs we sometimes take for granted. When you give with joy to the Salvation Army, you transform lives. You put food on the table and provide warm beds. You give veterans and seniors purpose. You help a child experience the joy of Christmas. And 90 cents of every dollar donated goes directly to critical social services. Bring joy to the world today. Visit salarmy.us/Amy Mark Scores.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6986. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6986. That's 800-575-6986. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Sunday, the Chiefs are entertaining the Chargers at Arrowhead.
Siteman Cancer Center game time, 11 a.m. Siteman Cancer Center, national leaders in cancer.
The Chiefs, the Chargers. Hear the game here on your home for Chiefs football. 104.1 FM KMOX.
Our segment with Bernie is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Dicon Comfort dealer.
Welcome back, guys. DGS 233. Time to talk to Bernie Nicholas. Hey, Bern.
Good afternoon. Hope everything's well on the DGS show.
Everything's good.
All right.
I'm looking forward to our little dinner party we're going to throw. But I sent out an invite last night to a bunch of my sports buddies, included Alexa in there, and we're going to get some dinner over the Christmas break.
Deal.
I'm looking forward to it. In fact, I was thinking of you earlier this week, Dave, because I made reservations. My wife and I are going to, go out tomorrow and do some stuff, and I thought we would finish the evening at one of your favorite restaurants, the one that you and I and Kevin Wheeler went to.
Very nice.
Way back when.
Great choice.
Looking forward to that very much.
That was a lot of fun. I love that night.
That was good.
That was really cool.
It was.
Bert, I have a question for you.
Yeah, man.
You know how much I love baseball. I have never read a baseball book. So I need recommendations from you and Wheels on a couple good baseball books.
Wow.
Well, my all-time favorite, I try to read it once a year, is Ball 4 by Jim Bouton.
Yeah.
It's still a classic. Absolutely wonderful. And it would fit your sense of humor.
Okay.
And that little bit of a maverick streak that you have. You'll love it. You'll love it. It's great. It's colorful. It's informative. It was the first of its kind book where a guy, a pitcher, Jim Bouton, took you inside the clubhouse and inside the game and inside everything for an entire season. And he didn't hold back,
Yeah.
It told all the stories that you're not supposed to tell. It's just great stuff. And then one of my favorite baseball books was written by Pat Jordan, who was a phenom pitcher, typical story back in the early 60s, I think it was, where, he was a kid that couldn't miss. And this was before the draft. And, he got this huge bonus. It was the Milwaukee Braves signed him. And he just failed. He just failed. And he's a really good writer. He went on to have an excellent career as an author. But this book will break your heart, but in a brilliant way, because he wrote about what it was like being the number one prospect in baseball with all this fanfare, all this money, and he failed. So he writes about what it was like to fail and how he did. It's a great book. It's called A False Spring. It's a great book.
I've heard of that. Okay, I wrote them both down.
Yeah, those
are two. There are a bunch of them, but those two would be at the top of my list.
Yeah, the one I would throw in that's similar to Ball 4, Bernie. I don't know if you ever read the Greg Nettles book that's just called Balls, but it's the same idea. It's from the early 80s, I think an 83 season, and it's him just basically, here's what happened with the Yankees, and it was all the behind the scenes stuff. And when I first read that, I was 12 or 13. I'm like, wait a minute, this is what they do?
That's cool.
This is how baseball is? What in the world?
That's cool.
Yeah, and that's why the Bouton book is so great, because it created a whole new genre that other athletes and NFL players followed.
For you and Wheels both, if I had a magic wand and you could go back and be a reporter and cover any decade of baseball prior to what you've covered, how far back would you go? Which decade would you pick? Like the 50s?
Well, I would do it based on personal experience or personal likes. It isn't so much about, that was a great season, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
I grew up in Baltimore, and the 1960s were magical for the Orioles. I mean, Brooks Robinson, Frank Robinson, Boog Powell, Jim Palmer, all that. But they nearly won nearly won the American League in 1964 ahead of schedule. They won the World Series in '66. Then Earl Weaver came in. I love that team so much, and they had a rich cast of characters, and I would love to cover that team.
Awesome.
Yeah, my initial thought was just the 80s, because it was such a cool era, because every team kind of had its own style, and you still had the back room kind of hang out and have a beer access with managers and things along those lines. But then the more I thought about it, I thought that's probably because I was a kid then, and that's what I think of when I think of the cool stuff. I might choose to go back and cover Babe Ruth, because he changed the sport. Like, the sport was one thing before Babe Ruth, and it has been another thing ever since. And I would love to just be on the ground floor. I know there are great books about it, and I've read some of them. So I know the stories, but I would love to be ground floor just watching the revolution happen.
Babe Ruth, no question about it. I think most colorful, interesting man to ever play baseball.
Yeah.
And I've read every book too. And even have some good St. Louis stories because I was blessed to become friends with the St. Louis legend late in his life, the famous wrestling promoter, and he was a famous wrestling promoter, Sam Muchnick. And Sam Muchnick would tell me stories about this and that. He was at a racetrack with Al Capone, stuff like that. And then he told me, he took me on a driving tour. I was the driver. He took me around St. Louis to show me all of Babe Ruth's spots when they came to town, including a high-class, very popular brothel for the elite. And Babe Ruth would come to St. Louis. The madam's name was May Traynor. And he didn't stay in the Yankees hotel. He stayed at the brothel the whole week, but had his own room or own suite. And yeah, there were some experiences. We won't go into details, but you can only imagine.
Yeah.
And there's where the Del Mar Metro link is. Sam Muchnick now. It's where the tracks are. It was part of a railroad then. He told me a story about he and a couple other media people. The Yankees train was late. It was going to leave later than expected. So Babe Ruth got out, got his clubs, and he was hitting drives into a tunnel like 300 yards away. Like he was hitting them off the train tracks, like down the tracks. So every time I've ever gone to that Metro link in the Del Mar station, I just laugh. Because I just can't imagine Babe Ruth just hitting.
That's funny.
And he also hung out at Norwood Hills, the golf course. That was one of his favorite spots around the major leagues. He loved that place. Anyway, I didn't mean to go too far.
No, that's great stuff.
He was also.
But these are great stories, man.
Babe Ruth, to my way of thinking, especially after watching the Ken Burns doc, was one of the first modern day celebrities.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
Like, everyone knew him. Everyone knew his business. Everyone knew he was at a brothel. You know what I mean? Like, he was just larger than life.
Yep.
He was. And I feel, if you don't mind me saying this, I mean, I've always felt like a bond, for lack of a better word, because I was born in the hospital across the street, basically, from where Babe Ruth, who was a truant, and his father put him in a place called the St. Mary's Industrial School for Boys to get him off the streets and have some discipline. And that's where Babe Ruth became a star. There was like this big 6'9" priest that taught him how to play. And, that's where it all began. Then he got signed, and, the rest is history. But I was like born across the street from that field where he played at St. Mary's,
Wow.
and so I always, I always can't help but think about that. It just makes him even more larger than life to me.
Another thing I love about that era, guys like Babe Ruth and Jackie Gleason would just check themselves into a hospital for a couple weeks. Nothing wrong. They just needed a rest. And
That's right.
They would get the brown derby delivered to their room, and they'd be smoking, and people just come by and visit all day. Like, man, that sounds good.
Yeah, I mean, unbelievable. No, but that's a great call, Kevin Wheeler. Great call. And it's not just Babe Ruth. It was everything else going on. All the Yankees, man,
Yeah, you would have gotten to cover Lou Gehrig and all of that, too. So, yeah, it was a pretty cool time.
So, were we bored by the winter meetings? Were we a little let down?
Well, I wasn't bored, and I'm going to sound like a snot, and I don't mean to, but I wasn't bored by the winter meetings because I didn't expect anything to happen at the winter meetings.
Yeah.
I have no idea. See, this thing's so overly hyped. And everybody expects, Cardinals fans were expecting, Chaim Bloom to come out of there, 7 trades made, and this. No team made a trade. But it wasn't surprising because this is the most overblown thing on the baseball calendar. Nothing happens. Now, I know that they signed, a couple of free agents signed, but there's usually a couple 3 of that happens during the winter meeting, but teams don't make trades there anymore.
It's just
I didn't expect anything, so I wasn't bored.
I'm with you, and I think part of the problem is I blame it on the league to a degree for setting it up like it's an event. Right. I mean, it's not real. It's great for the people that are on the ground, like they're, because they're all talking to each other too, right? But for the average baseball fan, it's It's just another thing where a few things are going to happen, but it's necessary work for the insiders, for the GMs and the agents and the presidents of baseball operations and all that. Like it's important that in that way, but it gets blown up into an event that really is not about fans. I mean, just very rarely does it become this extravaganza of moves.
It becomes a rumor mill, and bloggers and talk show hosts and podcasters can all regurgitate, oh, there's a rumor about this. There's this rumor about that. Oh, the Cardinals they may trade him there. If you like that kind of stuff, that's kind of fun. But what baseball needs, because the MLB winter meetings is a non-event, except for Scott Boras clients maybe who get signed. What baseball needs to do is they need to do what the NFL does, and they need to do what the NBA does, which is you need to have a deadline. You need to have an off-season deadline. Like it's never this open-ended deadline in the NFL or the NBA.
Right.
Off-season begins here. You can start to make trades and sign free agents right now, but the deadline is this date, and that's it. You can't do anything after that because the current system, and so nothing happens in the offseason until late. And Major League Baseball, and Wheels and I have talked about this, Major League Baseball just completely blows this huge opportunity to market their sport because the super agents are holding their clients back and nobody wants to make a decision and everyone's waiting. Okay, well, hey, a better offer will come along. Same with the general managers. They have a good offer to make a trade. They're like, well, if I just wait a little longer, maybe somebody will offer me this much. And then it all happens way too later than it should. They need to put this thing on a clock. It seems to have worked just great for the NFL and the NBA.
Yeah. We could talk more about this tonight when we have a little more time, Bern, because I think this is a fun idea. We could even do a couple of different versions of it where you have, this is the deadline, whatever the date they decide is, for a multi-year free agent contract. And everything after this date can be a one-year deal and a one-year deal only. And then trades maybe is a separate deadline. So maybe let's say January 4th is the deadline for multi-year free agent contracts. And January 30th is the quote-unquote off-season trade deadline. And then it shuts down until the spring starts.
Yeah, you could have a second window, a brief window.
Right.
But you can open a second window for trades.
Yeah.
So...
Wow, we can get into this. This is going to be good. I like this.
Well, I guess it'll be good.
Fantasy talk, right? Because that's not going to happen because Major League Baseball is weird about things.
Yeah. So, but anyway, I what I felt bad about, and I know you guys agree with this, is that there was just so much criticism and people going nuts because Chaim Bloom didn't make a trade. And I just there are times where I'm just kind of like, I give up. I just give up. Like this guy's got about 5 or 6 players he's talking to teams about. And some of those players, and now Wilson Contreras is getting a lot of interest, and Brendan Donovan and the others. And when you meet at the winter meetings are nothing except let's get acquainted and just sort of loosely talk about, well, what do you want? Well, this is what I'm looking for. But Chaim Bloom's has had to talk to probably 15, 20 teams. And these deals take time, and they're really important for the Cardinals. These are not things where you just wing it and you get a deal done in an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, he was talking to everybody down there. So to blast this guy because he didn't make a trade is one of the most ridiculous things I remember. I can remember in terms of like, I don't understand why fans are mad about this. Hey, they have a right to be mad about it. I'm just saying, I don't understand it because it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, Bern needs you to do Saliga here, but I will say, as an observer from the bleachers, I'm sure this goes for every franchise, but St. Louis fans are bitchers. No doubt about it. We love to bitch.
Yeah. You know, and I was joking. I know I got to do the thing. It's just like, I didn't realize at the end of the winter meetings, that was the trade. That was the trade deadline. You can't make any trades after that.
Take it away, Bern.
Just a reminder that the Cardinals got Jim Edmonds in a trade during spring training. Okay.
Oh boy.
It's okay. It's okay. It'll be all right. Saliga Heating and Cooling. A Daikin Comfort dealer. They've been taking care of the Miklas family since, about 18 years now. And I got to say, we came late to that party because the Saliga family's been taking care of St. Louis family since 1927. And there's reasons why they've lasted this long and they're still going great and they get bigger and better. It's because they're great at what they do. And it isn't just that they know how to fix things and all that. My gosh, the way they treat their clients, the way they treat the families that call them, you can count on 100% honesty, integrity. They're never going to try to hustle. You're never going to try to talk you into something. They'll explain what the problem is if you're heating and air has gone afoul. They'll give you a lot of options. They'll look for the least expensive solutions, and they're just a great business to deal with because they believe every time they come to your home or you call them, they owe you their very best, and they do that because they want to keep your company, your business, and they want to maintain your loyalty. That's what makes them great, and they're just really good at what they do. So listen, I'm going too long here, and I apologize. For more information, including the list of services and the phone number, go to SaligaHeatingCooling.com.
Hey, it's Debbie Monterey, and can you believe it's already the holiday season? While most people are thinking about lights and gift lists, a lot of homeowners are also wondering if now is the right time to sell or if they should wait until the new year. So I'm here with Gloria Liu from Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. Gloria, what should sellers be thinking about right now?
Great question. Even during the holidays, serious buyers are still out there, and with fewer homes on the market, sellers actually face less competition. When we get into the new year, listings start to spike and competition rises. But that's never a problem for my clients because I guarantee to sell your home at your price and time frame, or I will buy it myself. Whether you want to move now or after the holidays, we'll make it smooth and stress-free.
That's why Gloria Liu is the trusted choice for St. Louis home sellers. Call 314-325-6888 or visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com. From all of us, happy holidays, and here's to your next move being your best one. Gloria and seller must agree on price and possession date.
Red Kingdom is back at FanDuel Sports Network Live in Ballpark Village. See every game on the largest screen in town. Don't forget about the $25 buckets, $5 cocktails, and the best tailgate food around. Grab your friends along with KMOX and huddle up for the games at the best watch party in town. If you can't make it, but don't want to miss a down, listen to the Chiefs on KMOX or KMOX on the Odyssey app. For more info, KMOX.com/events. If you owe the IRS, you have a legal issue, and you need the Lance Drury Law Firm. We'll protect your rights. Log on at LanceDruryLaw.com.
See website for details. Bills Happen is not a lender and does not make credit decisions. Hey, bills happen! So when you need extra cash fast, go to BillsHappen.com. Have you been turned down? Are your credit cards maxed out? Do you have bad credit? Go to BillsHappen.com. You could find a lender and get up to $5,000 cash as early as tomorrow. BillsHappen.com is safe, secure, and all online. Just remember, when you need cash, go to BillsHappen.com. BillsHappen.com for the cash you need now. BillsHappen.com.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, ETHOS, ethos.com/life.
For all station contest rules, go to KMOX.com/rules.
Welcome back, DGS, little lover boy on a Friday. Never hurt anybody.
Working for the weekend.
That's right.
I know it's not this song.
It's best. God, I loved Lover Boy.
They had their moment, didn't they?
They did.
They had a couple of really good ones.
They did.
But like 3 or 4 really good ones.
I fell for it all, man. I was in a rock band back then. I think I was in a Christian rock band back then. And, man, the parachute pants and the kerchiefs around the neck and the thighs, and I was sold.
It was definitely a look. It was also like not the look of the rock genre at the time either.
Yeah, it was new.
It was more of like mixing new wave looking
and glam a little bit.
Yeah.
Without the eyeliner.
Yeah, because they didn't do a lot of like what you saw from like Poison and Motley Crue and all those. Because they had there were a few bands that were like that. Like Huey Lewis was in that. Like they were in between.
Yeah.
They weren't really into that scene, but they were also like kind of popular rock bands at the time.
Rach, when you think of your teenage years and you think of a band, who do you think of?
My teenage years.
Doesn't need to be your favorite. Just like what sort of defined your teenage years?
Maybe like Blink-182.
Andrew, how about you?
Fall Out Boy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yep.
I like it.
Yep.
Yep. What was... crap, we're out of time. I'll have to save this one for the next segment. Think about what was the dorkiest thing your parents made you wear?
Oh, my God.
I win.
I don't know, man.
Rachel
No one
might-
else even tried.
Rachel
I've got a
probably
pretty good
will
one,
win.
too.
Are we giving any age restrictions on this?
What do you mean?
Like the older you are, the worse it is? Because
Sure.
oh my goodness.
Did any ladies at your church sew anything for you, Wheels?
Oh, boy. This is going to be good.
For a couple of them, I wish they had.
All right.
Okay.
We can go band for band on this one.
One of the worst things about my childhood was that my mom was a seamstress.
Oh.
She made me a lot of goofy outfits.
Yeah.
A lot of goofy outfits. Alvin Reed's up next, right?
Should be.
Yeah. We'll include him in this.
Okay.
I'll tell you just one of them for me.
You got more than one, huh?
Oh, my God, do I? For some reason, I wanted yellow rain boots like Paddington the Bear.
Mm-hmm.
And what my mom bought me were those see-through pull-on things that old ladies wear at the nursing home. And I had to wear those for a full year in like 6th grade. They were clearly for women, clearly for old women, and they were like clear, and you just pulled them over your shoes. It was terrible.
Yeah. Not great.
Get the help you need with Skill Power Tools from Menards. They're built for power, precision, and portability. From drills and drivers to sanders and saws, Skill delivers performance and durability with the convenience of cordless technology. Plus, the PowerCore 20 battery powers every Skill 20-volt tool for ultimate versatility. Save big on all Skill Power Tools at Menards. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on menards.com for great deals happening now.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Some people spend more time planning their weekend barbecue than their retirement. And hey, I love barbecue, but ribs won't pay your bills at 85. I'm Gary Goldberg, the founder of Financial and Tax Strategies. I'll help you retire younger, richer, and with less anxiety. Give me a call, 800-966-1690, or visit us at checkwithgary.com before you burn through more than just your burgers.
Investment advisory services offered through Centaurus Financial, Inc., an FFC registered investment advisor.
Dan owed an unbelievable amount of money to the IRS.
I got behind on my taxes. It's a horrible feeling.
He was in denial.
And when I got those letters from the IRS, you wanted to act like they didn't exist.
Finally, Dan turned to Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima got me a settlement with the IRS. These people are really people-friendly. It was every bit of a new lease on life for me.
The fast action and the great results made Dan's head spin.
I felt like I was in a dream, but it's real, and I have paperwork to prove it. They got the job done, and life is good.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation.
If you're worried about what's going to happen with the IRS, stop worrying. Make the call now.
Call 800-348-0269. 800-348-0269. 800-348-0269.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody. Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well,
I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/deal for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
At Hardee's, every Tuesday is now Tender Bender Tuesday. Right now, download the Hardee's app and join My Rewards. Buy 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders, get 3 free. It's Tender Bender BOGO every Tuesday now through June 2026. This Tuesday, get 3 tenders free. Next Tuesday, get them free. The Tuesday after that, you guessed it, free. Buy 3 tenders, get 3 free. Another great benefit for My Rewards members. Only at Hardee's. Registration and app required. Available for limited time at participating restaurants. See app for terms.
Bet the game day action right from your phone. Download the Caesars Sportsbook app now. Use code RADIOMO. Place your first bet of $5 or more and get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Open to new users in Missouri who are 21 or older. First wager after registration must qualify and win. And bonus bets expire 30 days after receipt. See Caesars.com/promotions or the promotions tab on the app for full terms. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
News, talk, cards. KMOX AM St. Louis. KMOX FM Hazelwood. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
At 3 o'clock, clouds and 36 degrees downtown of the Arch. I'm Maria Kina in for Michael Calhoun. Navy Admiral Alvin Halsey is handing off his command. That's a year into a post that normally lasts 3 to 4 years.
The admiral overseeing U.S. military forces in Latin and South America relinquished command in a ceremony today after announcing his early retirement. Admiral Alvin Halsey transferred his duties to Lieutenant General Lamar Pettis to serve as acting commander of U.S. Southern Command until the Pentagon makes a nomination. Halsey did not give a reason for his early retirement, but CBS has reported there were tensions between him and Secretary Hegseth about decisions in the region where the U.S. military has built up about 15,000 forces off of Venezuela and killed 87 alleged drug smugglers. Eleanor Watson, CBS News, Miami.
Britain's King Charles says that his cancer treatment is being scaled back. The recorded message broadcast on British television is part of a campaign to encourage people to use early screening to detect cancer in early stages when it is easier to treat.
Today, I am able to share with you the good news that thanks to early diagnosis, effective intervention, and adherence to doctors' orders, my own schedule of cancer treatment can be reduced in the new year.
The Major Case Squad has arrested a person in connection with a suspicious death in Sunset Hills. Yesterday, Sunset Hills police received a call for a welfare check at a home in the 11,000 block of Sunland Drive. They found a 64-year-old woman deceased. A 30-year-old man who the victim knew was arrested and charges have been applied for. So far, investigators, though, are not identifying the victim or the suspect, or are they saying the cause of death. With the dangerously cold temperatures forecasted for the weekend, Gateway Pet Guardians, a local animal shelter serving the Metro East, is taking urgent action to protect outdoor pets. The shelter is providing straw and outdoor shelters for pets in need in the East St. Louis area and requesting that fosters walk up and help make room for those 24 dogs that they're expecting to take in during the cold spell. Gateway Pet Guardians is open until 6 this evening, 9 to 3 tomorrow. Now, they invite people interested in fostering a dog to go by and see the dog. They give you all the supplies. If you would like to make a monetary donation, you can do that at gatewaypetguardians.org. At 3:02, let's get a check of the St. Louis Business Index, and we go to... I've got Scott today?
Nope,
Scott.
You got Kevin.
Kevin. Hey, Kevin. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great, Maria.
Good.
Thanks.
All right.
Well, the market was led today to the downside by a tech-led sell-off, with the Dow losing 245 points to 48,458. S&P was off 73 at 6827. NASDAQ was negative 391 at 23,202, and the Bloomberg St. Louis Index lost 1 at 1599. Stocks to the upside, though. Boeing gained 1.8% at 204.38, and Spire was positive 1.4% at 83.31. To the downside, Charter was off 2.5% at 206.60, and Energizer lost 2.7% at 20.29. Finally, Stifel negative 1.3% at 129.86. This has been Kevin Monton, Senior Vice President of Investments at Stifel, member SIPC, and the New York Stock Exchange. For more information on Stifel, please visit our website at stifel.com.
Thank you, Kevin. A check of traffic eastbound 44 past Antire. Watch out, you have a stall. It is on the right shoulder, not blocking any lanes. And for westbound 370 drivers past Spencer Road, you have another stalled vehicle that is on the right shoulder as well. Weather is sponsored by Pine Valley Assisted Living.
Quiet and kind of gloomy as we go through our Friday afternoon, partly to mostly cloudy skies, 39. Friday night, clouds and down to 21. Saturday, clouds, some light snow and snow flurries around, an inch or less accumulation, 28 on Saturday. That's ahead of an Arctic cold front, and boy, does it show its face. Saturday night, partly cloudy and cold, 4 for the overnight low. On Sunday, sunny and cold, very cold, bitter cold, 14, that's it for the high. Sunday night, clear, and 8 with a warm-up coming next week. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM. KMOX.
It is 35 degrees in St. Peter's, Florissant at 36. Downtown at the Arch, we have 36 degrees. I'm Maria Kina, KMOX News.
Looking for a beautiful, all-inclusive place for your loved one? Happy holidays from Pine Valley Assisted Living. Secure a room between now and January 31st and take advantage of our move-in special. Enjoy affordable rates with absolutely no hidden fees. Experience the beautiful life at Pine Valley. Visit rspseniorliving.com today.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
Welcome back, guys. DGS and KMOX. Happy Friday to you. I think y'all know it, but it's going to get really cold over the weekend. Dave Murray will be here. No, he won't be here. He's doing...
He might be here.
Get out.
He sent Andrew and I a text earlier and said he might be back from Janice's surgery in time, but we do have a live look just in case. So, to be decided in a half hour.
I sound like you, Alvin. Okay. You know you have that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right. He's like, he's not going to be there. He might be here. Well, we'll see you get there.
I love that. When I channel my inner Alvin Reed, I just get black coffee and go, okay.
Yeah, I've got it. Yeah.
So whatever else we're going to talk about, we were teasing at the end of the last segment, the most embarrassing thing that you had to wear as a kid. And my mom was a seamstress, and she made me... I was basically a ventriloquist doll. I was wearing like a blue plaid suit with a red bow tie to go to Sunday school on a bus. That was probably my lowest point.
Oh, boy. Boy, this is tough. Not that we were fashion palettes or anything, but we just wore kind of what everybody else did. I don't really recall anything ever standing out that I didn't like.
And Rach, I'm sure you were the same.
Oh, yeah, same experience. I wore so many horrible clothes. And, let's keep in mind, as a child, I was obsessed with Little House on the Prairie and willingly wore, old-timey clothes. So these clothes were too dorky for me.
Wow.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. So, in the late 90s, I was wearing culottes that my mom had commissioned a lady in my church to make for me.
Church culottes?
You guys remember culottes, of course.
Yeah.
I was the only child in the world rocking these in 1998 or whatever it was.
Where was this coming from? What?
So Mom, if you're listening, I love you. I think it's very funny now. My mom didn't like a lot of the clothes you could get for little girls. A lot of times they were just maybe a little skimpier or whatever than we would want.
Right.
So instead of like doing like boys basketball shorts or something, she was talking to this lady in my church who could make clothes, and it was like, "Oh, Rachel, you would like these," and I'm like, "Sure, I'll try them, whatever." And I remember getting these culottes and actually like being fine with them at the time, but I think it was my dad. There was a moment where
it was.
My dad was like, "Oh, you just want to be modest. You don't even care about fashion." And like those words, I was like, "Oh no,
right,
something is wrong."
All right. Did you headed out to school in the morning, high school age? Did you ever have to tell your daughter? Happened only twice, okay? And never with blame, but Bryson, try again. And that's all I would say. We should. I said, "No, try again." And she would just kind of go, and only twice. And it wasn't really completely out of control, but it was a little bit more than I thought we needed to be going.
Fee went to a Catholic school from kindergarten all the way.
Takes all that out of the equation.
Yeah,
But now in college, like she'll send her mom and I her pictures from like Halloween, and I'll show it to my guy friends, and I'm like, "I'm paying for all my sins."
Yep, yeah.
Right here. This is what it looks like to pay for all your sins. Yes. It's all coming. The chickens have come home to roost.
Well, now see, as Carter and I have said, like, we went to college and whatever went on, but so why do they feel compelled to send you photos and do stuff like that? So like,
that's really different.
We are not there. We know what goes on in college because we went.
Yeah.
And, good.
Sometimes
fine.
it's better to not see.
That's what I'm saying. Just like if I didn't know, that's fine with me. I didn't sit around thinking like, I wonder what Bryson and Blaine are doing right now. It's Friday night or Saturday morning now at 1:30. I wonder if they're home. I wonder what they're doing. I didn't give it a thought. And I'm sure my parents didn't give it I didn't know what I was doing. So
I definitely didn't know. I'd have been in trouble.
Wheels, did you wear anything dorky as a kid?
Oh my God! I mean, I was a child born in 1971, so you could not be a child in the 70s without being put in
Couldn't
stupid
avoid it.
things. So yeah, plenty of butterfly collar jackets.
What's a butterfly collar?
Like the big ass thing in the 70s.
Oh, I didn't know they're called.
Yeah.
Okay, you can say that.
Yeah, that's an okay one.
You can say that.
And then the worst one though is like I forget the age. I was probably 5. Is we were in little sailor suits, and it's the dumbest thing.
I went
and by the way,
this.
even
Yes,
my
I
mom
need to
now
see that.
says, "I don't know why I did that."
Okay. I was young enough because, all right, my sister and I were the exact same age as Carolyn and John Kennedy.
Okay.
Exact same age.
Okay.
So thus what he had on at
Yes.
his dad's funeral?
Yeah.
I had that outfit. Okay.
All right.
And I was like 3 years old, and
Yeah.
like people dress their kids kind of like the Kennedys. This was not an elitist thing. This was just kind of like a fashion. So I was too young to even know it was dorky or
Right.
whatever.
Right.
I'm just
little suit with shorts.
Little suit with shorts. I had a little suit with shorts, and they were blue, just like John's.
Oh man, that's
All
sweet.
right. Okay, let's fast forward here.
Okay.
To the early to mid 80s.
Here we go.
Did you Miami Vice out?
No, but I know someone who did.
I did. I had jackets that pushed up the sleeves and never wore socks. I did it. I
had a brief punk moment in like 1980. And then I had a pretty good Rick Springfield phase.
Okay, all right. You're a musician. I can see that.
And
General
went,
Hospital.
That went right into Def Leppard. That was my progression.
Okay, so you stayed on the...
I ripped up my own jeans.
All right, okay. All right. But now, man, I was working professionally, had a little... had some money. Oh, yeah. I was
Where would you go
in.
shopping for your wares?
Okay, they had a store... What? Oh, there was one called Today's Man.
I love that.
All right, and I just... Here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah.
I just remember... Man, I had this black one with shoulder pads, and it came down. The jacket just came to about 2 or 3 inches underneath your belt line.
Don't hurt him, Hammer.
Oh, yeah, it was just like, and it was black with white pinstripes.
Wouldn't you love to have that sort of confidence again?
Yeah, or what if it came back? I might try.
Do you still have them?
No.
Oh, I thought
because here's the
you
thing.
should break them out on Donnybrook.
Okay.
Yes.
I have a suit.
Yes.
I have a suit from 1977. Okay, sky blue, white pinstripes, whole 9 yards, big bells. It is held up. I can't get the pants all the way around, jacket really tight, but I could actually still have the entire suit. Thing with the clothes from the 80s were they were so linen and so this and so that. They were cheaply made.
Yeah, they were.
I ain't go straight out, okay?
Yeah.
And they just didn't last. I mean, you just wore clothes out just by wearing them.
Yeah.
I remember that about it, too.
Yeah.
So I don't have anything from that period of time. Oh, but yeah, I played it. Oh, yeah.
Andrew, how about you?
Not really. I can't really compete with a lot of this stuff. I wore I think pretty normal stuff. I mean, I didn't wear good-looking things. I didn't wear fashion. I wore just whatever was handed to me. But it was fairly normal.
We really were at a disadvantage being born when we were.
Yeah, there are a lot of bad things going on.
Yeah, but very little good.
All right, but I feel like the style was the style, so I have never had a problem with it. I was very 70-ish, too. Like I said, I wore the 70s styles because that was when I could really begin to buy clothes for myself.
Yeah.
So I could wear what I wanted to, so it was of the 70s. I dressed like kids in the 70s, like that 70s show, had all those clothes, all that. Rach, mid-80s, how old were you at that time?
I was born in 91.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mid-80s, he was like, well,
I'm sorry.
Still waiting for the call.
Pretty much. Didn't mean to put age on you. But, so you never
It's
wore
all right.
big hair?
No.
Okay, all right. See, that was you. People really did.
You should
wear
try
their
it.
Hair like that.
You should try
I'd
great
love to
big
see
hair.
that.
Oh, man, the big feathered
If you
I don't
ever,
even know
if
how
you-
to do
if
it.
you ever go on Donnybrook, you have to do big hair.
Oh
Yeah.
We're going to make you do big hair. I'll make my wife do the bangs and the whole thing. I'd say hey, do you think you could still
Yeah.
do somebody's hair like that?
I loved that.
Oh.
I loved that era.
How you have with bangs, hand long, it had 3 hairstyles.
That's just the guys.
Dude, you're not kidding.
Guys did. You're right.
When I was still
you're-
holding on to my real hair, I used more Aquanet than any girl I knew.
What did I hear? I heard a lady saying this. My mom wouldn't let me use hairspray, so she said what it was. I wish I could remember that real quick. I never thought of it. I said that would work.
You know what I used to do? I've told these guys when I was my hair was thinning and I couldn't find the right product. When I would play softball, I would take dirt and put it in my hair, and that would thicken it up. So
okay,
yeah,
no, I never went
I was
there.
desperate, dude.
Okay,
I was
yeah,
desperate. Oh, the confident bald man you see in front of you has not always been here.
All right,
Yeah.
okay.
You know, I had a wig for years.
For real?
Oh yeah, Hans Wyman took out a student loan.
All right.
Took out a student loan in law school to get me a wig.
And at what point did you just say this is
About 4 years later.
Okay.
About 4 years later. Yeah.
All right.
And I'm sure everyone knew, and just were too kind to say something. But yeah, I still have nightmares about it. I still have nightmares I have a wig.
All right.
Yeah.
I would have never guessed that. Not in a million
Really?
years. I would have never.
I'm quite insecure.
Okay, I was going to say, dude wore a piece, for about 4 years. I'm serious. I don't want to say I'm stunned. I just never would have guessed that.
Yeah.
Why do we judge anyone that does that?
Because it's douchey.
But I mean,
No, it's not.
but
I thought it
everybody
was.
wants to look the way they want to look.
Yeah.
And who cares if it's because, some people want to wear a hat. Some people want to wear their hair a certain way.
Yeah.
Some people like it to be long and flowy. But why? You want to look the way you want to look. Why is that a bad thing?
Yeah.
True. It's good, but some look worse than others.
Ladies wear wigs. They're
all the time.
That's the thing.
It's a common thing.
All right, that is, but not with guys.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Why?
you would be like, if you made fun of a woman who was losing her hair for wearing a wig, you would be a monster.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it's okay to do that to guys. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, at the same time,
I may get another one.
I would say that's fair. Now that's being sexist, but he said come on, man, you all right, do something with your hair, but don't because some of them are so bad. And you had a Heinz Wyman.
No, but as an example, right? We got dudes out here wearing skinny jeans that got no business wearing skinny jeans. Nobody walks around just to their face going, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
What would you get if you
I'd have to see
did?
what they
like
look
if you did
if they really look really bad, and somebody asked,
you know what? I am going to get one. What would you get?
If I got a piece?
Yeah.
It's a good question. I don't know.
I would get long hair because I can't do it naturally right.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. If they, in my lifetime, they really do have a cure for baldness, I will take it and I'll grow out a mane like you've never seen. But then I might go back to shaving my head.
Yeah. After a bit, because now you're used to not having to do anything.
It's just so easy. Yeah. Alvin, you'll love this. I'm the only person I've ever heard of that went to Bosley Hair Restoration and got tested. And they came out and said, we've never had to tell anyone this before, but you don't have enough hair to transplant. And they literally said, we can take the hair from the back of your head and put it on the front. And I'm
that's
like, what, Kim Jong-un's dad? Like, that's what I'm going to be working now? So, yeah. I didn't have enough hair in my head to transplant.
All right. I have thought about when I get a haircut, just saving all my hair and then like having have a big, like,
little bank
trash
account.
bag full of hair. And so if they ever had to make something for me, it would maybe be with my own. They'd probably tell me that didn't work, but I actually am not doing that. I only
like
thought
saving
about
a tooth when it falls out.
Pretty much. Now I know this that one of the things is that I would if you said like, hey, Alvin, I'll give you $10,000 if you just cut all your hair off, just go bald and let it grow back out. I wouldn't do it because I'm afraid that my hair might not grow back, and my hair grows fast. I have no problem growing hair, but I'm fearful of cutting it all off just in case.
You don't have any. Just really want to see what he'd look like bald? See what your head's like under there?
When the bald head thing first kind of started, I said never in a million years.
Yeah.
Now, I think
the head, it's a head lottery. You don't know what you got.
You don't know what you got until you see it.
You don't know what you got.
And I never want to see it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, nope.
I've been close, but not full. I did a buzz cut on myself once because I got a haircut at, I'm not going to name the chain, but this was a while ago. Like 2 days before Christmas, and it was so bad I just cut it all off.
Yikes!
I've heard. Yeah,
really
that's what leads to that.
Yeah.
One time, I cut my mustache off one time. I just decided, it's like 24. So I'm gonna see what I look like. As soon as I looked up in the mirror, I screamed, and that's the last time I ever did that. I was like, that was a mistake.
KMOX, celebrating 100 years. Presented by Purina. Your pet, our passion. Now, a KMOX pioneer.
For nearly half a century, Jack Buck was the unmistakable sound of St. Louis. His warm storytelling and unforgettable calls transformed baseball on the radio. From Cardinals championships to the everyday heartbeat of the season, Jack's voice became part of life in St. Louis.
It's the great American pastime, baseball. It's not just a game invented for athletes who can run from home to first in 4 seconds. It's a game made for kids and played by kids.
Beyond baseball, he was a full-range broadcaster. Buck hosted the station's At Your Service and Sports Open Line programs. He was a storyteller whose humor and humility resonated with fans far beyond the ballpark. Jack Buck, a KMOX pioneer.
Thank you, St. Louis, for making Genesis of St. Charles the #1 Genesis dealer in Missouri for 2025. We know your time is valuable. That's why every purchase comes with 3 years of complimentary Genesis service valet. Unlock your e-price and save. That means complimentary vehicle pickup and delivery, plus a loaner vehicle at no additional cost. Or want something new? We'll bring the test drive to you. Visit genesisofstcharles.com during the Genesis Signature event. Based on GMA sales records for 2024. See dealer for details.
At Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital, every moment with our patients is a gift. This holiday season, you can be the reason children have hope as they fight serious illness and reach milestones once thought impossible. Your gift provides life-saving care to those who need it most. Please donate today at treeofhope.org and be the reason a child has hope for tomorrow.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-941-2255. That's 800-941-2255.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime.
Our entry-level data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
Hey y'all, this is Maggie Freeling, host of the new podcast, Up and Vanish Weekly. Tune in each week as Payne Lindsay and I are joined by other true crime experts to take a fresh look at some of the most puzzling crimes and shine a spotlight on the cases that have stumped investigators for far too long. So go right now and search Up and Vanish Weekly in your podcast app to follow the show. Listen for free wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello, I'm John Rooney. Congratulations to KMOX on 100 years strong. Truly making KMOX the voice of St. Louis.
Welcome back, DGS. Rach, you want to do fast food or flashback?
Sure, let's do flashback because I've got it right here. December 12th, back in the day. Let's go 203 years ago in 1822. Mexico was officially recognized as an independent nation by the U.S. Oh, interesting.
When was that?
203 years ago in 1822.
Okay.
And 126 years ago, in 1899, Dr. George Grant, a dentist from Boston, patented the golf tee. Before that, golfers teed off from a mound of sand.
Isn't that crazy? Like, it was this right there, the golf tee. Like, how was it not invented the first day?
I don't know. I'm guessing way back on the first day, they just hit it right off the grass.
68 years ago in 1957, Jerry Lee Lewis married his 13-year-old cousin, Myra Gale Brown. And this was before his divorce was finalized from his second wife. So it just gets better and better with Jerry Lee Lewis. They stayed together for 13 years when she reached the ripe old age of 26.
Oh, yeah.
And then she was too old for him?
I'm not sure, what led to that separation. I do want to
What was it with the people, like the rock people? Like what?
Elvis, same way?
Well, it was also like even the later ones, Aerosmith and Ted Nugent. Like, what the hell?
Dave Murray is going to be with us in the next segment, just letting everyone know. 62 years ago in 1963, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, a memorial album, became the fastest selling record of all time. It sold 4 million copies in 6 days. Now, I looked this up, what was on this album? It was a bunch of his speeches and then some memorial tributes from politicians, some famous folks.
We had an album when I was a kid that my mom and dad would play. And it was like an album of Kennedy family satire. So it was just people doing really bad Boston accents.
Okay.
And they used to just listen to it. And I mean, I don't know who one of these guys, but it just, man, they listen to weird stuff. They were pretty big into comedy albums.
Were they?
Yeah, I got to say.
58 years ago, 1967, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner was released, starring Spencer Tracy and Katharine Hepburn as parents whose beliefs are challenged when their daughter brings home her black fiance, played by Sidney Poitier.
That is a tense movie.
Is it?
Yes.
It was remade as a comedy in 2005. They called it Guess Who. And the races were reversed. Bernie Mac's daughter brought home Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess that's not as good of a movie. Just a speculation.
Come on. Ashton Kutcher had the acting chops.
51 years ago in 1974, Godfather Part 2 premiered in New York. And 51 years ago in 1974, guitarist Mick Taylor quit the Rolling Stones after 5 years. When he joined the band, he didn't smoke, he didn't drink, and he was a vegetarian. And when he left the band, he was a heroin addict.
Wow.
before and after picture's going to be a little weird.
34 years ago in 1991, Richard Gere married Cindy Crawford. They divorced in 1995. I did not know that this marriage happened.
I must have known it, but I don't remember it.
And 19 years ago, in 2006, it's so funny. We were just talking about Peter Boyle yesterday. I think I slipped up and called him Frank Boyle. Frank was his character on Everybody Loves Raymond. But he passed away at the age of 71. He played
when?
2006.
Long ago?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He played Frank Barone on Everybody Loves Raymond. And, of course, the monster in Young Frankenstein.
Chris and Amy standing up for the Lou.
We had a texter suggest that we use some of the Rams money to buy a high-rise in Singapore and let it go
derelict. And load it up with asbestos and
just let
mold.
that sit there. See how they feel about it.
That's, let's not be vindictive.
No, let's be really vindictive. Screw Singapore if they're going to do this to us.
Chris Ranji, Amy Mark Scores, taking receipts. Weekdays at 9 on KMOX.
When it comes to affordable term life insurance, everyone's whistling the Big Lou tune. If you're over 50, maybe a bit porky, or have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost about $200 a month. Even if you're not in perfect health, call Big Lou, because he specializes in finding big chunks of affordable term life insurance for just about everyone. Don't let diabetes or other health glitches keep you from owning $500,000 to $1 million or more of term life insurance. For affordable term life insurance, call Big Lou. Don't hesitate. Call 800-700-6898, 800-700-6898, or visit biglou.com.
Call Big Lou, don't hesitate, 800-700-6898. Call Big Lou, don't hesitate, 800-700-6898. Visit biglou.com.
For 100 years, KMOX has been part of St. Louis. Now, Together Credit Union is helping celebrate that legacy. Starting in November, visit any Together Credit Union branch to pick up a KMOX 100th anniversary commemorative ornament for just $5 while supplies last. Each ornament supports Children's Miracle Network of Greater St. Louis. Together Credit Union, honoring 100 years of KMOX, the voice of St. Louis, and Children's Miracle Network of Greater St. Louis, improving the health of all children.
Hi, I'm Jim Brennan with McKelvey Homes. The Brennans love celebrating the holidays at home, and there's never been a better time to move up to McKelvey with our Home for the Holidays sale. Save big with savings of $25,000 plus up to $10,000 cash at closing on every move-in ready home, and on select homes, special financing starting at 4.75%. We have a wide variety of homes with all the most popular features selected by our experienced design team. Visit McKelveyHomes.com and move up to McKelvey.
Hey, Cardinal Cowboy here. Who would have thought a car crash would have led to charities, TV shows, and cheering with the best fans in the world? I'm thankful for every day. And so are my friends at Renner Garage Door. They've been turning garage doors from zero to hero since 1966. With help from trusted brands like Delden, Amar, and LiftMaster, honest family-style service you can count on. So giddy up and get your free repair or replacement quote today. Giddy up!
RENNER, RENNER.
Traffic from the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
Well, we got issues on 64 in both directions this afternoon. If you're traveling eastbound on 64, we've got a crash. I cannot really see what lanes are blocked, but eastbound 64, it's right before Big Bend, right before Big Bend, and traffic is jammed back to McKnight. Westbound 64 is bumper to bumper from Kings Highway, headed out into that same area. South 170 is bogged down at Delmar down to 64. And we have a crash northbound 170. It's just past the Hanley exit. Right lane's closed. Traffic's backed up to Scudder there. If you're heading west on 64, once you get out of the city, there's still slow stuff from Lindbergh out to Spady. I have an incident. I can't tell what it is, but it's in the right lane at Clarkson. So there's a short delay there. It's slow 94 midway out to K and 364 out to Highway 70. Westbound Highway 70, the busiest part is TR Hughes through Highway K and then A to Z out Wentzville way. Southbound 270 is just crowded from 364 down to 64. After that, it's just a little slow right around Gravois. Southbound 55, a brief delay through Gasconade and Bates. I'm Roger Brand in the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
This holiday, give the gift that lasts all season long.
Cardinals ticket packs are on sale now, starting at 5, 6, and 10 games. All packs include 2026's top games and favorite giveaways. Backed by popular demand, choose from the opening day pack or the bobblehead pack. Check out the Cubs pack, weekend pack, or apparel pack. There's a pack for everyone. Find your perfect gift right now at cardinals.com/tickets.
You can feel the Clydesdales circling the field. Hear the stands come alive. Smell the hot dogs, the popcorn, and the cold beer in the air. See the crowd rise as the first pitch hits the glove. And just like that, a new season begins. This holiday season, give the gift that lets them feel it for themselves. Opening day at Busch Stadium. It's more than baseball. It's an STL tradition. Opening day tickets are on sale now at cardinals.com/tickets.
This is Ozzie Smith. I'll see you at Busch Stadium.
The St. Louis University men's soccer team is heading to the College Cup, the Final Four of the NCAA tournament. The Pelicans face North Carolina State tonight. Catch all the action live starting at 7 p.m. on 104.1 FM KMOX.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX. Happy Friday from the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Desk. A surprise guest. Didn't think that Dave would be here today, but he's here. So
I didn't think so either until Rachel, 5 minutes ago?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's the update,
I got
Dave?
Janice up to bed, and I said, "Okay, I'm going to go do the live." She says, "Okay." I said, "No getting out of bed and no screaming."
Yes.
So okay, I could do that. So I talked to the surgeon, talked to the doctors, and said everything went really well. He said he's put a real overkill of stitches in there.
Damn.
way more than he normally would put in, but he said not screwing around with this one.
Yeah. So how long is that recovery going to be?
Bone takes 6 weeks to heal.
Yep.
And and you put our age in, I think probably up that to about 8.
Gotcha.
So I don't know. But she was funny. They wheeled her out of the hospital, and the nurse who's been taking care of her most of the morning, early afternoon, goes, "So you're going home and you're resting the rest of the day." She goes, "Oh no, we have a holiday party to go to tonight." Now she's pretty loopy.
I was going to say, she's coming out of the anesthesia.
Yeah. And the nurse goes, "No, you don't." And I said, "No, you don't. We do not have that."
Back in the olden days, she'd be in the hospital for a couple days.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were debating. The doctors were debating whether or not to keep her overnight, and she didn't really want to do that, and I didn't really want to do it. Our grandson's coming in tomorrow, so that would be a big plus. That would be a big plus for her.
Good.
And I said, "But if you start walking around on your own, call the doctor and I'm checking you in the
Putting
hospital."
you back in. Yeah.
Dave, we're so happy to hear that Janice's surgery went well, but I'm wondering, what has this been like for you watching her go through this?
Horrible.
Yeah.
It's just, it really, it's, and Dave, you already know this, but, being a caregiver, this isn't my first shot at it, but this has been an extended shot at it. I mean, I've always had respect for caregivers. I've just unlimited respect now for it. It's exhausting. It is just absolutely exhausting because, think about it. If you're used to a right hand and left hand, and now you don't have a left hand anymore.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For probably the next 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, I mean, you got to take care of everything, which is fine. I mean, I love her to death, but it's just like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
I extra enjoy walking the dogs right now. It's like, come on, you guys, we're going out for 5 minutes.
So when I took care of my mom at home, it was one thing. And that can be very difficult. My mom and my sister and my brother took care of my dad at home when he had Alzheimer's, and that was just so rough. But I think if you said, Dave, we want to make you as tired as you can possibly be, you would put me in a hospital or a nursing home for a few days in a row. like on watch, in like the waiting rooms and walking up and down the halls and getting flat sodas out of machines. Like being in a hospital when you're being the one in the bed's the worst part. But when you're just caring for someone and being there for them and spending extended time in a hospital, I think personally has to be one of the most difficult things to do.
I agree. Absolutely. And you hope you have a great doc.
Yeah.
Who really helps you through it.
Yeah.
Who's also concerned about you.
Yes.
As the caregiver.
Yes. Yeah, caregivers, they deserve more credit. They deserve more help. I mean, God love them. When people have someone at home, and especially people who don't have a lot of resources, they don't have a lot of money disposable, and someone gets really sick, and now you have to stay home, and maybe someone goes on disability. Like, there are a lot of people out there, man, just living hand to mouth, doing God's work and not getting any credit.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. So, Dave, cold as hell tomorrow night, right?
Yeah. Really, tomorrow is one of these days. There's going to be some light snow and flurries around. I'm going to stay with an inch or less. Probably the less is the big thing to remember out of that. But there will be light snow and flurries around. And the high tomorrow is 28. Now, after the stretch we've been running here, 28 sounds okay.
Sounds okay.
I could kind of tolerate that. That's not the Arctic air. It hasn't come in yet. So we're ahead of that front. The front comes through fairly early on Saturday evening. Skies will clear out. It's windy and it's very cold. 4 for the overnight low. The wind chill about -10.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Sunday, a lot of sunshine, lighter wind, but man, it's cold. 14 for the high. Again, we mentioned yesterday the record lowest high, which always gets me mixed up, is 13 from 1901. So we're hovering around that thing. 8 degrees Sunday night. Monday, cold start. Lots of sunshine. 39 on Monday.
Not bad.
Tuesday, 49. Wednesday, 58 to 60 degrees.
Look at that.
And again,
nuts.
I think we're probably now we'll have some cold winter type weather between now and Christmas, but I don't see the Arctic air just releasing and dumping on much of the country between now and Christmas.
Dave, is this
I shouldn't say that. Monday and Christmas.
This thing we're having this weekend, is this a Midwest thing, or is the whole country going to get pretty chilly?
Everybody east of the Rockies will kind of be cold, but it has a bit of it's the northwest flow. So if you move into like northwest Arkansas down into Oklahoma, it's cold, but it's not like the kind of cold we're going to have. So it's us, Ohio Valley, Great Lakes, upper Midwest, eventually the mid-Atlantic states in the Northeast.
Gotcha. How cold?
And there'll be a chill that will go all the way to Florida, but it's not going to be a freezing chill.
How cold does it get out where you guys are?
A cold morning would be 45.
Is it boring?
That would be really,
is it boring
that'd be really
to you?
cold. No, because you know what? As you guys know, I do the weather for a little public radio station out here that is only heard in Laguna Beach.
Nice.
And there's 4 seasons. There's swings. There's the marine layer. Today was a great example. Had to get up at, I don't know what time we got up, 4:00 in the morning to get to the hospital and get all that done. And it was kind of cold. And then coming home about an hour ago, it was, we live up on a hill. We're about 1,000 feet up. Down at the coast, the marine layer had come in. It was cold. It was cloudy. Up on the hill, the sun is out, and it's beautiful. And in 1,000 feet, a mile, driving like a mile, going shh, 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 shh.
We should take a DGS road trip out to Laguna Beach.
Do it. Let's do it.
That'd be fun.
Let's do it. I was actually going to put Janice on today, and I thought, no, that's probably
probably not the best.
Not today.
Well,
Probably would have been the best show we've ever
is the
had.
anesthesia still working? Because that would make it even better.
This holiday party rocks.
I figured, just to top off a show with screams, let's bring Janice in and see how she's doing. We will do that. We will do that one day.
Do you think
we'll blow the whole
Janice?
half hour out?
Do you think Janice will ever hear that sound?
No.
Yeah.
No, unless somebody sends it to her.
She doesn't know what it is.
Right. And I'm talking to the people out there that would do that.
Yeah, don't do it.
That we know, that are friends of ours.
Yeah.
Say, yeah, that would be cool.
Rachel, want to do a couple headlines?
Yeah, Headlines is brought to you by Schnucks. Reward yourself daily with the Schnucks Rewards app. Now, this story is kind of a big duh, but I found it kind of interesting at the same time. Experts are saying that holiday movies, Christmas movies, offer measurable mental health benefits because they provide comfort and nostalgia during stressful times.
Okay.
So these movies that you've seen over and over again can boost serotonin levels in the brain and trigger feelings of happiness.
We watched a brand new movie on Prime called Merv. It's a dog movie.
No.
It's a relationship between a couple, and they adopt a dog while they're in a good relationship, and then they kind of fall out of the relationship. And of course, it's Hallmark kind of thing. It's not a Hallmark movie, but the dog kind of brings them back together again.
Dave, do you
It felt good.
Do you like scary movies much?
No, not too much.
If you if you want to dip your toe, the movie Good Boy, maybe you've seen it. It's from the dog's perspective. And
okay.
It's scary, but it's not like Exorcist, you can't sleep scary.
Oh, okay.
And the guy who did it is just a independent filmmaker, and he used his own dog. Like, not trained.
That's neat.
And it was really, look, for anyone out there, if you're on the fence about it, watch it. It was a good movie.
And that's the one thing about Merv is that there's a couple of dogs in it, but they're well trained, and it kind of takes away from it a little bit.
I feel you.
Dog owners are going to be like, "No, that's not how.
That's
not how a real dog acts."
Yeah.
My dog doesn't do that.
The U.S. FDA has approved the first at-home device for depression. So I looked this up. It looks like it kind of goes over your ears and then around your skull, and it delivers a gentle electrical current to the part of the brain that regulates mood, and it is designed for home use under remote supervision. First of its kind to be approved in the U.S., and it's cleared to treat moderate to severe major depressive disorders in adults 18 and older. Standalone treatment or alongside other treatments. The best part is the retail price, they're looking between $500 and $800.
I should just get a beanie made of that. Wear it all the time.
That's your next invention.
Yeah.
They're talking with insurance payers, and they expect to announce coverage partnerships in early 2026. So before we know it, it's called the Flow FL100, if you'd like to look that up.
Well, I'm sure insurance companies will be very generous.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, even like $500 to $800, you should be able to swing that even if you don't have insurance. So, I mean, that's really good news.
Yep.
Let's do one more story here, and this is a great one. Amtrak's 18,000 workers are going to receive $900 bonuses, and this is funded by the executive leadership team's bonus packages. So they took a pay cut in order to give their 18,000 workers this $900 bonus.
Very nice.
Yeah, really cool. Something you very, very rarely see happen.
Yeah.
So it makes me like Amtrak even more.
So you said it was 1,800 workers?
18,000 workers.
Oh.
I should keep this secret, but I've decided to take my Christmas bonus and split it among the three of you. So.
You know what? I'll add mine too.
Yeah, your bonus is a cheeseburger, right?
I would love to get a cheeseburger. Thank you, Dave. All the best to Janice.
You got it. Thank you guys for just being there.
Traffic from the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
Well, we've still got the crash on northbound 170 north of Hanley. The right lane's still closed, so northbound 170 is a solid jam at 70, and south 170 is a solid jam at Olive down to 64. Eastbound 64 is bumper to bumper from east of Lindbergh in through 170. We had a crash near Big Bend earlier. It looks like they cleared it. Westbound 64 is on the brakes from Kings Highway to Clayton Skinker. Then it's slow out to Big Bend. There's a backup from about Timberlake now because that right lane's still closed. Westbound 64 at Clarkson Road. Then it's slow from 94 through K and 364 out to 70. It bunches up a couple times. Westbound Highway 70, the worst of it is 79 out through K. A to Z in the Wentzville area is kind of slow. South C70's just busy from 364 down through Manchester, a little slow 44 midway down to Gravois. Northbound approaching Clayton Road up through Ladue is kind of busy. Just a little heavy stretch. Gasconade through Bates on southbound 55, westbound 44, a shorter backup past the Poplar. I'm Roger Brand at the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
250 years ago, a promise was made to connect families and friends near and far. And during the holidays, that promise is more important than ever. That's why USPS is building a better network to meet your needs, with timely deliveries, easy and affordable ways to ship, and everything you need to make your season full of holiday cheer. Our purpose is delivering your peace of mind, knowing your love will arrive, bringing joy to all. The United States Postal Service. Learn more at USPS.com/holidays.
All right, guys, on December 1st, it happened. That's FanDuel Sportsbook coming online live here in the Show Me State, and it's been a lot of fun, man. I've had a blast. I've been taking advantage of the special bonus bets that they've been offering on a regular basis and a few other promotions that pop in there. And right now, if you're thinking about signing up, this would be the good time to do it. You may have been hearing us talk about it. Me and Ron talk about it a lot here on KMOX. You may have just seen things somewhere, been thinking about it. But new customers right now, when you sign up, and you make your initial deposit, and you make a $5 bet, you will get $300 in bonus bets, whether you win or lose that initial $5 bet. All you got to do is put in the money, make that $5 bet, and those $300 in bonus bets will be credited to your account. It's super easy. So whether you want to play football over the weekend or basketball, hockey during the weekdays, you can bet it all on an app that's safe, secure. It's super easy to use. I've had a good run here the last couple of weeks and took some money out the other day, and it's just as easy to take the money out as it is to put it in. So I just want to be clear about that. It's one of the best things about the app, and I've been with FanDuel for years and years, way before they came online here, and now I'm so happy I can just do this in the comfort of my own man cave on the weekends when I'm watching sports. Just go to FanDuel.com/Missouri to join in on the excitement, and remember, 21 and older and present in Missouri to play. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit is required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com.
Overhead Door Company of St. Louis is hiring residential garage door technicians and installers. Join the team trusted here since 1926. Apply today, get a call today. No experience necessary. We will train motivated applicants to repair and install garage doors. Mechanical, carpentry, and service industry experience is a plus. Hiring bonus up to $4,000. Benefits include health, dental, vision, and pension. Earn as you learn to service the best garage door customers in St. Louis. Apply today at OverheadDoorSt.Louis.com.
The Dave Glover Show is excited to partner with Hardee's and Operation Food Search for their holiday food drive. Dave and the crew will be out at Hardee's in St. Peter's on Friday, December 19th, starting at 1 p.m. All donations benefit Operation Food Search to help children and families facing food insecurities. The Dave Glover Show, Hardee's, and Operation Food Search, and the Holiday Food Drive. Get all the details about the campaign, or to make a donation online, head to KMOX.com/events.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
.351 DGS on KMOX. Hope you guys will go to Hardee's over the weekend. Get your stickers. Make your donations. If you can't make it, you can go to operationfoodsearch.org. Just put DGS in the little comment section. It'll go into the bushel basket that we are raising for them this year. At the end of last year's campaign, we were at $628,000. I guess we're probably around 660, somewhere around there right now. And going to get some money from Bissinger's. And we'll get some money from our patrons. who show up every year. I'm thinking, I can't remember her name, lovely Indian lady who comes out every year and she always gives us a big check. I think she's made it, 10, 15 years probably.
She's wonderful.
Adriana's going to be there and bring her new turd baby magnet, so I'm looking forward to getting one of those. And I'll have 100 new beanies for you. I think they came in today, but we haven't opened them up yet. And just, classic DGS beanies with... yeah, you'll see. It's a different logo than we used before. So be as generous as you can. Go as often as you can. And then 1 week from today, we will be at the Hardee's Mid-Rivers Mall Drive out in St. Peters doing the show live for you and hope to see everyone out there. Third mention, my buddy Scott Rutledge this week, but he recently got his level 1 sommelier degree.
Oh, good for Scott. That's awesome.
Really cool. And he and I talked about that a lot. We're both wine guys, and we're going to do it together. And then he just went off and did it because he's CEO. Is there anything like that? Like, I would love to do that, and I probably will. I've got some kind of retirement coming up. Anything like that you guys would like to accomplish?
I mean, I would like to learn another language.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I'm sure it's similar to you in the sommelier thing. It takes time.
Hard to start.
Yeah, it's requires sacrifice.
Yes.
And, real life has a tendency to get in the way of that. And all I'm doing is making excuses right now, so I'm just going to stop.
I get it. I get it.
Sounded
There's
like
no good
explanations
reason.
to me.
Well, sure, but it's like, that's the case for anyone trying to do anything.
Yeah. But something like that's different. Like, it's one thing to say, I don't want to go to the Christmas party, but I'm going to make myself. But, I'm going to get my sommelier, or I'm going to learn how to speak Japanese. Not fluently, but, respectably. Wheels, anything like that you haven't accomplished in life that you'd like to?
Might go back into the study of making toast. No, sorry. Nothing specific. No, I'm sure there would be something that would be like that.
I love him. It's like, I've reached all my goals.
No, it's not that. It's just like I'd probably just do more of the things I already like to do.
Really achieved my wildest dreams.
Well, that's not true.
CVS Health supports people in the moments that matter, from picking up a prescription to connecting care. With nearly 5 million daily interactions and serving 185 million consumers and 1.5 million healthcare professionals, CVS Health holds a trusted place in healthcare. By simplifying care and improving health, we're helping people get the care they need.